offer you that with every single item, whether it's gemstones, whether it's threads, findings, whatever it is you're buying, you've always got that money back guarantee. And that is the reason that many people come back to us time and time again, because if you make your purchases and it isn't right for whatever you've got in mind, no problem, send it back, and then keep on watching, keep on looking. Look at all these people who know that they want this offer. They're trusting us, knowing that we're going to do something special on the price. That's Jessica in Renfrewshire, Linda in Gloucestershire, Julia, how are you, in Bristol, Tracy's in Kent, Carol's in Cheshire, Anonymous Buyer in Buckinghamshire, Angela's in Surrey. Great to have your company this evening, this morning. I will just highlight the fact that I haven't really slept because where I was staying, the power went out, and so there was no heating last night, and I don't do doing cold. I don't do cold, and so I didn't sleep really last night based on the fact that where I was staying, I was in minus conditions the whole night. I wasn't that happy. Was a little bit sad, to be fair. Yeah.
I don't do cold.
And then this morning, because of course it's not light in the morning when I wake up, I had to get dressed. I had to shower in the dark. I then had to get dressed in the dark, and all I had was my phone, and I kept on having to flash the lights to make sure I was picking. I've probably left my pants on the floor because I can't see. Not happy. Not happy. Chloe's just said in my ear, what I like, Vicky, is that you were so cold last night that you've come to work dressed like it's summer. Thanks for that, Chloe. Thanks for that support. Thanks for the support of your friend not sleeping all night because they were so cold. Nearly hypothermic cold because I had blue toes. Thanks for that support there, Chloe. She just said she's had to change the camera settings just to make me look good this morning, to make me not look blue. Thanks for that, Chloe. The support is wonderful. See, if you've got friends like this, can you imagine what my enemies are like? You're happy, your silver flash, copper faceted cubes, 2.5mm, 195, and crack on with that price, because look at this, it's £4.95. 2 deals back to back, and still guaranteeing that you're paying less than £10 for a tremendous, over 150 findings we've given you there. Decorative impact findings for less than £10. 2 back to back, must have essentials to add luxury finish to your jewellery, to add a finesse for, of course, your New Year's Eve jewellery. This is going to be with you before the new year. So with that in mind, if you've got New Year's jewellery still to be made, maybe you've got that special party outfit, but you need that dazzle and that jazz up of your jewellery, then this is the way to do it with findings like this. And actually, Sarah, the interesting thing is that with findings of this kind of nature, small quantities, big impact.
They do, because they just add that extra sparkle, that extra pizzazz, that extra little bit of interest. And when I make jewellery, I'm always picking spacer beads. I'm always picking an interesting little feature to add into the gemstones. The gemstones are beautiful, but you can add to them with just a little extra bit of pizzazz, and these will do just that for you, absolutely perfectly. And you don't need many, but at these prices, you can stock up your stores, really get them in there so that you will be able to have to reach for them and add that extra sparkle. You're not thinking about the cost, because the cost is brilliant. It's absolutely brilliant.
And that's the bit that I think is bewildering in many ways, because you're getting so many for such a small price tag that there'll be a lot of people who perhaps have watched us before, or maybe you've just tuned in and gone, well, how can they do that? How on earth? It's almost trade pricing, and that's where you've put the nail on the head. It's trade pricing. For those of you who've not met us before, as a company, we have buying power that perhaps would be paralleled to, well, to probably we're second to none in terms of our buying power, and that therefore gives us the chance to get pricing as low as this for big impact findings of this nature. That's the only reason that you're paying £4.95 today, because we're giving you that trade show kind of perspective on our buying power. And of course, as I say, we've got that intention of knowing that we can't guarantee Christmas delivery, but we can guarantee that you'll get these before New Year. So with that in mind, if you're going to get these for New Year, you're going to get that jazzing up of a stylish piece of jewellery, just thanks to individual findings like this one. £4.95 is all you pay. 2 fantastic fantastic ways of starting the show, and this is just the beginning. Of course, I must highlight the fact, and I have mentioned it 3 or 4 times already today, because I am so delighted, and this is textbook quality that I'm about to bring you. Not even am I going to give you a lesser quality of zavorite garnet. Zavorite garnet. I cannot believe in a kit, I can offer you zavorite garnet. I've never seen anything like this before. I've never put anything like this on air before. And I doubt very much I'll get the chance to be able to do it again. This is a truly unmissable event. And I can guarantee you one thing only, that this kit will sell out today. With the price that we can offer you on the grade of this quality of gemstone, and then the additions of citrine with these glorious lemon crackle quartz colours, with then of course all the threads just to add, and sterling silver findings. This kit's coming up at the last hour. It's going to be at 12 o'clock, and within that 12 o'clock hour, I promise you this kit will sell out, because the price is extraordinary. It's textbook quality of zavorite garnet, and I'll show you that. I've got proof to show you the grade of this gemstone, and you've got something special to look forward to within the whole of this show. But we're topping it off. The cherry on top of the cake is zavorite garnet, exclusively available, only available in this kit. Ooh. Have you ever seen zavorite garnet in a kit, Sarah? I'm sure I haven't. I'm sure I haven't.
It's not one of those ones that even is on the show very often, even as a single strand. You know, so it's...
I've probably sold zavorite garnet maybe 2 times in 3 and plus years.
Wow.
And you've got this as your challenge.
I know.
I don't just drop that one into Sarah. Yes, we are just dropping that in to our Sarah. You have got zavorite garnet to work with today.
I know, I can't believe it. I just can't.
And when you look at the colours and the beautiful freshness, I mean, I know what we've just talked about, how cold it is and how wintry the conditions are, but this is all about springtime, isn't it?
It is, and it's got those floral, delicate hues, and it's got daffodil colours. These remind me just of the daffodils coming up, and the snowdrops. You know, when the snowdrops come through, they have that really deep green leaf.
Yes, they do.
And it's all about those colours coming through for spring. Really is going to be those colours. And I love the fact that greens and yellows are your base colours for so many other gemstones as well.
Yeah, you're right.
And you know, I love to mix them all together, these tones, but also then I would, you know, I'd be really tempted to add in there just a little tiny pop, maybe of my favourite colour, sort of pink and purple, just add that little extra pop in there. But these together are an amazing, amazing variety of hues that are just so beautiful.
Aren't they just? It's just so exciting. Just and on my behalf, obviously, it's somebody who is somebody who takes passion from genuine gemstones. Zavorite garnet is such a collector stone, and we source from original location for zavorite garnet. So we don't even go to the lesser region. We go to that location. Now, of course, it's called zavorite garnet from the Zavo National Park where it was first found. So it's, and a lot of people go, what? It's such it's a weird name, and you're right in some ways, Zavo, but that's because the Zavo National Park is where it was first found by Campbell R. Bridges not that long ago in the 1960s, and he claimed the gemstone, and it was a very turbulent time, and sadly he passed away a couple of years ago in conflict actually over the rights of the gemstone in many ways. But actually in principle it's a gemstone that is worthy of passion, worthy of desire, and that's the calibre of a gemstone that I don't put to wear very often on this channel. I don't put to wear on our sister channels either. You know, if you asked me like yesterday, did I put zavorite garnet on? No, I didn't. You know, because it doesn't come along very often at all. So that's a great addition to your gem collection. You've got a gorgeous kit
I have.
to start off with, and I may as well just pick up on what Sarah's got set up here. here just for a quick second because we've got a kit today. Just check it out. And I'm wearing a spare pair. I've made them spare. I've added them to my collection. Drop earrings I've got on and a matching bracelet as well to this selection. Have you ever seen this before? I know I haven't.
Well, you might have seen one very similar that I wear.
But have you? I know I've not presented again today. Zavorite garnet, and
I think I might have made one similar in the past. Not quite the same.
Blue coral.
I haven't seen blue coral. The gemstone is amazing.
Blue coral.
I know.
Okay, I'm just leaving that there. I'm just hanging that in the air.
I didn't know what it was when I got it. I thought it was a fossilised jasper, you know, because it's got that fossil feel. It has got that amazing. About it. Yeah, it's got that print on it. So I wasn't sure.
It's the print that's bewilderingly beautiful.
It is. It's got like you know, when you see coral, you get that sort of starburst effect.
Exactly.
It's got that, and it will be really probably quite tricky to show, but it is so delicate, so beautiful, so just completely natural and completely 100% sort of unique to each gemstone, that it's just amazing. I love
blue coral
with it.
Blue coral, zavorite garnet and blue coral today. And actually, could you put the zavorite alongside?
Oh, you could. And the pearls.
Oh, you could. I tell you what, I want to do that actually, because if I do that, can you see?
You can do it with both.
Matching the greens, and then look at this, matching the blues as well.
It does.
How amazing is that? That zavorite garnet.
And it just gives it a completely different feel,
doesn't it?
But that's the nature of a green hue gemstone, that it goes with so many other ones. And I know that some people say that green isn't necessarily their favourite colour, but as a gemstone to go with other gemstones as well, it just works.
Matches, doesn't it?
And it's one of those ones I will always reach for, and I think, oh, I'm not quite sure what to put with this one. If you reach for a green, a huge gemstone, it just will
bang
straight there. And it works with silver or gold findings so easily.
I'm so excited for today. I need to keep drinking, so I'm carrying my cup, and I thought that's really unprofessional. And I thought, well, you just need to drink, so drink. You know, it's best to do what I need to do. They are gorgeous. Oh, now these are going to go fantastically well with the kit I've just shown you, with the blue coral kit, because you do get some amazing sparkle, and we've seen that already, haven't you, with the clear quartz. These are glorious. You know what I'm thinking? You know the heart-shaped sterling silver chain that comes in the findings kit?
Yes.
If you put these and made just a really simple, delicate charm bracelet with these and then the sterling silver. Oh, I think I found my Christmas present. Oh, Christmas present for myself, I think. Oh, look. These are glorious. My goodness me, there's some serious lapidary work that's gone here. There is some very, very exciting craftsmanship that has been placed into this beautiful strand. Now, I am on limited availability on this strand. First time on with me, and I think probably the last time. We don't really have quantity that's going to be anything other than a sellout quantity of today's show. You have total intricacy of craftsmanship. If I hold out just one of these, I need to just show you the detail that has been placed into the lapidary work. Look at that. Is that as close as you can get, Mike? He's going to move the camera in, and I'll move my hands closer. Move closer. Move your camera real close until you see the faceting of the gem. I think I might release that one. I'm thinking. We needed it close because that's when you really see attention to detail. These are 6x4 gems, so we're not talking huge gemstones, but can you see, even with the smaller pieces, the lapidary work that we put into these is second to none. If I just drop it forwards and backwards, every single facet has been really well considered. And you know, one of the influences that we can make onto genuine gemstones, we can't have impact on things like the clarity or the carat weight. We can influence at times the color, but not very often. What we definitely can impact here is on the grading of the cut, getting the very best out of the gemstone in its individual luxuries. And this is definitely a luxury faceted gemstone. I think that this has got to be one of our finest lapidary work pieces, based on the intricacy of every single one of those facets. I mean, that is time and attention to detail that you don't get elsewhere. You don't get that kind of grade. You know, there's many places that would put a gemstone like this into a barrel. They'd move the barrel around, they'd get the gemstones to hit off each other, and they'd classify it as faceted gemstones. No, 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 no. If you're gonna facet, you do it properly. And one of the lovely things about working for a building and a company like this is that actually the passion is in the gemstones. You know, we're purveyors of Mother Nature. We're giving you the chance to own Mother Nature. We want to treasure that and give you the chance to own something extra special, not just put it in a barrel, mix it around, and hey presto, you've got yourself faceted. Rubbish. That's not what it's about. We want to give you quality, and our aspects of quality, the way that we can influence the quality of your gemstones, is by lapidary work of a highest quality, and that's what you're seeing here. High quality lapidary work. The attention to detail for each one of these, as I say, it's not huge. I'm not going to say these gemstones are huge. They're 6x4 there, so they're a good solitaire size for the hand. You know, if you were going to go and buy a solitaire diamond ring, 6x4 would be a huge diamond actually. But when you start to see these in terms of some of the sizes that you're used to working with, you know, your 16 and your 10 mils, no, it's not that kind of size. But that's why I'm thinking to myself, you're going to work with your sterling silver, you're perhaps going to work it with the chain and add that lovely detail to something like a charm bracelet. The luxury of this, I really would like to put it against the neck and see what this, could you imagine an illusion set necklace? Not even do you need beaded thread, I'm thinking even something like monofilament. So all you would have is just the little teardrops of gemstones sitting, cascading like a waterfall against the neckline. Oh, that would look so pretty, wouldn't it? Oh, you know what I would add though? I'd add some of those little sparkling spacer beads. I'd add in the spacer beads. They're $4.95. I may as well add in a few just to give a little bit of more bejazzle. You know, why not? You've got some luxury here. Luxury, attention to detail. Have you just said what I think you've just said? I honestly thought, and I'll tell you exactly what I thought. When I came to sit down, I honestly thought Kim told me the price tag of £17, £17.95 is what I thought I heard. And I'm like, yeah, that's fair dues. Attention to detail, the luxury of the faceting. You're gonna be paying for luxury faceting here. You're paying for quality craftsmanship, not just quality gemstone, but quality craftsmanship. And now Kim has just repeated the price tag. She didn't say £17.95. $7.95. I was totally happy, absolutely thrilled at the fact that you were getting these for less than 20 at £17.95. I was bewildered and thinking, get in, this is going to be a great day, look at what we can do. 17. I was putting an extra tenner on the price of these and still happy. You've got an extraordinary quality, absolutely amazing. Oh, you got to go for this one. Diane, great to have your company in Wiltshire. And you're there in Carmarthenshire. Dorothy's there in Worcestershire. I've got buys in Lancashire, Norfolk, Buckinghamshire, Derbyshire, Belfast. Lovely to have your company, Antoinette. I have got £7. Not forget the extra tenner. That's a tenner that you can spend on something else today. £7.95. The grade and the quality, of course. What you got to remember is this is almost like micro-faceting. This is not just adding, you know, big facets to a big gemstone, which is obviously much easier. This is micro-faceting. This is intricacy of craftsmanship on smaller gemstones. And that intricacy of craftsmanship reflects on our passion, what we know you want from us, the best that we can offer. In graded term, this is the best we can offer. Lapidary work, bewilderingly beautiful clarity gemstone. Of course, you wouldn't appreciate the lapidary work if you didn't have such clear gemstones. So you've got the quality of the stone matched by the quality of the craftsmanship, and then the price is just $7.95. Wowzers. I'm thinking sterling silver chain. I am thinking, let me get that chain out. I'm just thinking sterling silver chain. I might even mix up alongside the zavorite as well, you know. You know, if you get that zavorite later on, I might even say I would add in some zavorite. Top grade gemstones deserve to be together. Top grade gems. Oh yes. Maybe add in the zavorite, or perhaps you're just looking for something a bit more simple. What about adding in the chain? What about if I added in the sterling silver chain and we just went for little droplets of your clear quartz like as charms, and you added them to the heart-shaped sterling silver chain? That would be pretty cool, wouldn't it? Just to add in one of those along the way, just droplets that would then sparkle against the heart shape. Still, it wouldn't hide the beauty of the silver chain. It would almost maximize, because you've got that diaphanic quality of the gem that would then sparkle against the sparkle of the silver. Working for me. I'm happy with that price tag. Awesome pricing. I was happy at $17.95. I was thinking, oh yes, that's worth it. $17.95. Yep, what do I know? I don't. Oh wow. Are these the ones that you were saying that just arrived? I was upstairs for quite a bit today because I've done a little bit of a I've done a PowerPoint presentation this morning because I thought we could do something that we've not done before, so I had to get it all organized this morning. And when I came down, Kim said, oh, Vix, we've had a new arrival that's literally just been delivered into the studio. And I haven't, is this the, whoa, just arrived. Just arrived. Oh, you know New Year's Eve is the time to sparkle, don't you? You know New Year's Eve is the time to just get that little bit of a jazzy moment going. Just arrived. I was up in the production room. I was upstairs. I wasn't down in the gallery. And as you can see, whoa, they are cracking. Oh, those against the neckline with a little black dress. I need my spacer beads again. I want my sparkly spacer beads again. That's it. I'm done. Sparkle, sparkle, sparkle. Ah! Okay, forgive me, but I have to do this. What about if you did a multi-drop? Look at this. And let's leave them on the board. Let's leave them like that. Oh, that is regal jewellery right there. Double drops. Oh my life. Citrine coming your way, of course. That colour is very, very much the look of your springtime collection of 2014. And well, that's just for any time. I just want to do that. I'll do that later on. Lots to look forward to today. I didn't know it was going to be that good. I mean, Kim, she rang up to the production room and she said, Vic, something has arrived, and I didn't get time to come down. I just came straight into the studio because it's been a busy morning, but wowzers, they are amazing, Kim. Whoa. And now I'm talking of whoa. Try and write that down. How would you spell that? Whoa.
No idea.
Yeah, I don't know either. Answers on a postcard too. This is another kind of a moment because you have got yourself Something I know I've definitely not put to wear before. Just like with the zavorite garnet, you don't see it often, but I have never seen this before. I didn't even know we had the chance to give you this strand. I didn't know we had the potential to make purchasing of this strand. I have been in this building working for almost a decade, give or take a couple of maternity leaves. The only way you are going to get this strand of blue coral is by purchasing this here kit. If you want it, you gotta get it now because we've got nothing else. Can we just check, is there any blue coral on our website? I've never seen blue coral. I've seen pinks, I've seen reds.
You see white?
White coral?
Yep.
I've never seen blue.
No.
I've never, and that's not just here, that's not just working on, and I will just remind you that I work on our sister channel, and on our sister channel, they have the largest mineral source, the biggest collection. In the museum, we've got the largest collection in Europe of minerals. In Europe, just here, it's just crazy. Those people go, what, where? Next door, but one. Literally just there, we've got a museum of genuine gemstones. Red, pink and orange. White, fossil coral. No white in stock.
No.
But definitely no blue.
I think I had white once or twice and it flew out. It came in, it flew out.
But surely this is going to be the same. Blue.
And it's almost, it's really hard to describe. It's almost like a petrol blue, but then you've got like denims coming through.
Yeah, and then you've got like an electric teal blue as well, haven't you?
It's not just one solid hue of blue.
No.
And as soon as you turn it, you start seeing all of the patterns coming through, and then the different tones of the blue come through the gemstone.
It's almost, you see the colours behind you in that little the graphic behind you. See that little shade of that patch there of like the blues of all the different gemstones. You see that little section there? That's all the blues mixed up into each one of the gemstones.
It is, and it, you know, because a lot of the times with a gemstone that's not see-through, so pale like that, you get quite a solid matte colour.
Yeah, you do.
This is not the case with this one, and there's the light hits, and you move it, and that's why I have put it in pieces where it's going to sort of sit and move around a bit, like on the wrist. You see all of those different colours coming through.
Yeah, because Sarah's created this fantastic bracelet. I mean, for those of you who watch it for the first time, this is just a really simple, stretchy bracelet. And of course, Sarah doesn't mind me saying, this is one of the easiest techniques to achieve, but actually some of the most rewarding, especially when you're working with gems like this, because you're giving them the platform to really show that diversity of colour range, isn't it?
And I think as designers, we get a bit hooked up in sort of bigger and better and bolder.
Yeah.
And actually sometimes,
simple and effective.
Yeah.
That's all it needs to be.
Yeah,
I'm a simple and effective kind of girl. Or should I just say simple kind of a girl? You have here your blues that are... this is a really good one to show you what I'm talking about. Right, it's not just about the colour. Take a look at the pattern and the print. Please let our cameras pick this up. Can you see it?
Yeah, there it is.
That just is one of the amazing patterns and prints that you get on this coral. Of course, coral is a natural formation. It is something very... Oh, this one as well. Can you see it? Yeah, you can. We didn't think our cameras would pick it up, but there's such good patterns and prints that you can't miss. Oh my goodness, that's like a sunshine, isn't it?
I know, and they're all so different. I mean, I've got one that's a bit like a sunshine on here, but you get different ones.
Bandings that are totally... This one. I mean, every single one. You can see that pattern and that lovely printed texture. Each one of them has got its own unique pattern and print to it. I mean, really rather beautiful, really exciting. You don't have a chance to get blue coral any other time than purchasing this kit. If you want blue coral, and as I say, I know I've not presented it before because it would be something that I would register, it would be something that at least my brain would remember something, and it would be blue coral. I've never given you the chance, and it's not available on our website. There's no blue coral available at all on our website. So the only time to get blue coral, this is an exclusive offer, is within this kit. Now this kit is then matched alongside the clear quartz, and the clear quartz is extraordinarily diaphanic. I mean, some of the most extreme transparent textures, light play moving through there like second to none qualities. Adding alongside it, and I love this colour mix, a really rather delightful colour mix, we're adding in the luxury of your green cultured potato pearls. They are 8 by 7mm, and as you can see there, that colour mix is really rather opulent. You know, I think when you think of blue, green and white, you wouldn't normally expect to see an opulency as you are here, but it's the grade of the gemstones, the quality of the gemstone, that freshness of the green matching alongside the sparkle of the ice-like clear quartz, then against the blues, blue coral, only available exclusively, and you want to know the price tag, don't you? Well, I will just highlight the fact that we're going to add in the luxury finesse to your jewellery thanks to your beading thread monofilament and elastic. And you're also going to get, and I think this is some of the very last of stock from what I've been told, last of stock in our findings packs like this. Sterling silver, 43 pieces, heart-shaped chain included in this sterling silver gold-plated pack. I believe this is some of the very last of stock of this findings pack. From 2014, our findings packs will change. And in a good way.
I haven't seen the new ones yet.
Nobody has any idea.
No,
literally not one guest designer, and I know mentioned it to Laura Byrne. She went, oh, I need to go upstairs. Oh, I need to go upstairs and I need to go and find out. That was my Laura Binding impression.
That's quite good, actually.
Wasn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, I need to go upstairs and I need to go and find out. It was like, close your eyes and you think that I was actually Laura Binding. Everybody close your eyes. Close your eyes. Promise you close. Amelia, are you closing your eyes? Yeah. Okay, Amelia, listen to this. Ready? Hello there. My name's Laura Binding. Where is she? Laura? Laura, where are you? It's just amazing, isn't it?
Perfect.
Laura's going to be texting me. I know. I can almost hear my phone going beep, 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 beep. What you think you do, my lover? Yeah, your heart shape. Oh, I need this wire. Let's have a look at this. They never put Laura and I together these days.
I know, because
we're a lethal formula.
I know, you keep setting each other off though, don't you?
We do, that's the thing, is that she says something and it's lauded. She pretends that she's not doing it on purpose, but she does it on purpose because she has a twinkle in her eye, and I look at her and I go, I know you're going to try and make me laugh. I know she does. It's brilliant. So they're not, I think there's some kind of, we don't know it, nobody's ever told us, but I do think there's somewhere in the production room, Vicki and Laura are not allowed to present together. We're not allowed to. It's laminated sign that's hidden whenever Laura and I are in the production room.
Quick, hide the sign.
That's it. Don't put them together. Take a look at this gold-plated sterling silver chain alongside it. Now, as I say, the findings are changing. Findings are changing from 2014. Sometime the beginning of 2014. It might not happen on the 1st, but it will be happening sometime in the beginning of 2014. The findings packs will be changing. So if you like this findings pack, you need to make your purchase. Now, if I'm right in saying, is it not something like 11 days, something like that, to 2014?
It's not very long. It's not very long at all now, is it? Because we've only got a few days to.
Oh, there you go. Claire's done the work. She's doing the maths for us. 11 days from today.
Wow.
It will be the 1st of January.
It's gone quick, isn't it?
You know what? I'm quite excited. That means in 10 days' time, I've got the award ceremony. Ooh. And I'm so excited. I'm so excited. It's brilliant. Oh, it's brilliant. Oh, I'm so excited. Okay, we have got here. And it's not so much the awards that I'm excited, it's the offers that I can do alongside the awards. Actually, the awards are one of those where I'm excited. But seriously, we have got huge offers on the 31st of January. If you are going to tune in on one day over Christmas and New Year, the 31st award ceremony, it was the biggest show of this year, of last year, and it'll be the biggest show of this year, the 31st of December. It will not get bigger here on Jewellery Maker than that day. That is one of the most what we would classify as a lauded show. You know, like trade shows are always full of big offers. Trade show times by 20 is the award show. That's how big it is. It's brilliant. I get goosebumps every time I think about it. Oh. Well, talking of getting excited, let's get excited in high. Let's get excited in here. We have got for you, that was my little black-eyed peas moment, your opportunity to get exclusively and nowhere else, not on our vaults, not on our website. You cannot get blue coral from us any other time than purchasing this here kit, and we know that. And you know what we should be doing? We should be putting the price up, but instead we take the price down. How low can we go? We could have easily, because of how exclusive this deal is, we could have taken this over £30 and still have said it was a great deal, and it would have been a great deal. But in fact, what you've got here, for a chance of a lifetime to get your blue coral before the new year, before 2014 strikes, you're going to have blue coral to work with. You've got to make the purchase of this kit, flying out people who want this gemstone, people who know they want to work with it. And then the thing is Sarah, is that because it's something different, and as jewellery makers we like to be challenged and inspired by new things all the time, this is the gemstone that will really it will almost instantly give you that kickstart. And if anybody's lost their mojo, and I often get when I'm the wall fame, you know, I haven't done something for a while because I've lost my creativity, this is the gem that's just going to spark it off, isn't it? It's going to be like a firelighter.
It is, and it's just one of those ones that, you know, you might think, do you know what, I need to get that because I've got a strand that I've been hanging on to.
Yeah.
I get this kit, but I need that one strand out of this kit. And I'm going to use it with, you know, you might have some blue topaz, or you might have something that you just want to really...
I was thinking kyanite would go nicely with those blues.
Kyanite would go beautifully, because, and also iolite. Got that sort of,
with this purpley violet tones
going through, they would look beautiful. So any of your blue tone gemstones, but again, these green pearls, they just go so beautifully with it as well.
Half the stock's already allocated on this kit, so if you do want to join us, it's very, very busy today. If I just put this, and you can see I've also got some earrings in to match. With this combination of colours, Sarah's done a beautiful job of showing you the individuality of beauty from each stone, but also showing you how well they blend together, you know, mixing the greens with the blues and the clears. It's really rather sumptuous a result of jewellery. And those of you who are watching for the first time going, I couldn't make that, I couldn't do that. Actually, many of the techniques that you'll see Sarah show you step by step today are very, very simple. It's just the knowledge. Once you've got that foundation knowledge, you can apply it in a variety of ways. And we do offer you a free tutorial booklet and DVD with your first purchase. So maybe if you haven't yet given Jewellery Maker a go, maybe 2014 is the time to do it. But if you're going to do it, why not do it in the lull between Christmas and New Year, when things are a bit calmer, you know, you've got that chance just to have a bit of time to yourself. If you've got that time, then why not make the time for yourself to get into jewellery making, because the rewards are endless. Free tutorial booklet and DVD comes as part of your first purchase with us. So we give you an hour long of step-by-step instructions that lead you through the easiest of techniques, but also the most important techniques that you can apply to your jewellery making. And as I say, that's not just in the written form in a tutorial booklet, but it's also in the DVD as well. And Mike's just passed me that, thank you my lovely. So there you have it, there's your booklet, there's your DVD, and you get all of those instructions free of charge to get started. And in a kit like this, to start working with something like coral, blue coral at that, what a cracking thing that would be. Could you imagine? Oh, and starting with pearls.
I know. And those clear quartz, I mean, they are just to die for. They are just amazing clarity, amazing facets. And, you know, because there's so much in this kit. We've already talked about them, and they're so beautiful. And, you know, as a starter, the shapes are easy to work with. You're getting beautiful gold over silver findings, which are very malleable, very easy.
Silver findings to work with. I mean, if you get started and work for £24.95 to work with sterling silver.
And I'd say to any jewellery maker who's starting, don't be afraid to start working with sterling silver. It's actually easier to form your loops, and it's because it's a softer metal than the silver over copper, and it's actually a lot more forgiving. And also, if you have any dexterity problems, silver is a lot easier to use. So it's a lot.
It's much more malleable.
It's almost like working with butter. It's so easy to turn.
Yeah.
And I just love that.
But it has a ductility as well, so it has a memory to it. So once you've put it into a place, it'll hold that memory. One of the things about the noble metals, the alloys that you'll buy, like your gold, in particular jewellery gold, i.e. something like 9 carat gold, which is 37.5% pure gold, and the rest is alloy mix. One of the things is that the ductility of it is what makes it part of a feature for jewellery making, because of course it means that it moves, it's easy to move, but once you've got it in position, it's holding in position as well. So that's an essential part of a precious metal like this one.
And you can work hard on these, you know, so by turning those loops, you're starting to work hard on them. So, and also with your head pins or your eye pins, you can twist them, and that work hardens them. So just get 2 pairs of flat nose pliers and twist them away from each other, and that will create that work hardening effect. Just something strange to the molecules inside, which I don't understand, but it makes them all stand to attention, supposedly.
It does. It makes them run in a line, and normally what happens is that, I learned this not so long ago, the electrons are surrounded by the protons and the neutrons, and when you twist it, what's happening is it's like a river, and they're all flowing in different things, and when you twist it, what you're actually doing is making them flow in the same direction.
Make them all behave.
I like it when I've learned something and I go, oh, I've remembered something. That never happens. Since I've had children, I don't remember who I am, let alone what I should know. What are you going to show us?
I'm going to show you how to do the crochet.
Ah, fabulous.
Yeah, because I get a lot of comments. I quite often wear with this sort of coloured outfit a crochet necklace, which is amethyst and clear quartz, and I get a lot of people asking me, how on earth do you do that and what is it? I just thought I'd do this with this because it's a beautiful combination of the beading thread that you get in the kit. Such a beautiful colour.
Yeah,
it
the
works
colour's
so
gorgeous,
beautifully.
isn't it? Very luxurious, quite opulent beading colour.
It's almost like an antique gold, which works beautifully with the findings.
Yeah.
So all I did for this, and I'll show you how to do it, and then I'll explain the construction of the necklace. But what you need to do with any crochet that you do with beads is you must add your beads before you start crocheting.
Add your beads before you crochet.
Yes.
Okay.
So you add them onto your beading thread. So you imagine this is still on my reel, and leave your beading thread on your reel because you'll use more than you think. It's a great way of using your beading thread up.
Yeah, because you get a lot of beading thread, don't you?
And then say, on this, I think I had 10 beads on each drop. Okay. And there's 3 sets with beads on that.
So you've done 3 separate, have you? Three separate
strands with beads and 3 strands that have no beads on them.
So 6 in total you've done.
6 in total,
right.
And then you'll crimp them on one end, and then you'll take 3 sets of 2 and you'll plait them. Standard hair plait. And that will give you this effect. And then once you've got it and you've crimped the other end, I then take the time to sort the gemstones and tweak them through and put them where I want them. Yeah. And you have that certain manoeuvrability with it.
Brilliant.
So this is how you'll do all of the strands, whether they've got the gemstones on or not. But I'm going to show you one with the gemstones on.
Okie dokie.
So I've threaded my gemstones onto my beading thread, and if you imagine, this is still on my reel, but I've got a stopper bead on mine.
Okay.
And it starts with a standard slip knot. Which is you take the thread and form a loop, bring the thread back underneath. I don't know if you can see that.
Yeah, we can.
Yeah. And then I normally take my hook and bring that tail through over my hook. So you can see that slip knot there, and that is your first, if you like, your first.
I didn't know that's what a slip knot was.
Yes.
I obviously have done the knot,
can,
but I didn't realise that's what it was called.
It's just a knot that when you pull one bit will just slip undone.
I'm sure my husband will be mortified, him being a scouter as he is. He'll be like, I can't believe you didn't know what a slip knot was. How did I marry you?
So what I normally do is hold that first stitch, that first knot, that first crochet. Yeah. And this is chain. Crochet, so you're just going to use the chain stitch for crochet. It's the simplest stitch that you learn to use with crochet, simplest one that you'll do. Okay. And what you do, and this is the way I was taught, is I hold that, you take your long tail over the top of your hook and you bring it back through. And the first one's always the most difficult. So now I've got something to hold on to. So I take my hook and I go underneath my thread, and then I pull with my hook back through, and there's another chain. So it's just getting the movement. You twist your hook, it's easier than moving your thread, and I'm trying to keep a little bit of tension here with this finger, with the thread, and then you sort of twist your hook through and you bring it back through.
For those of you who don't have a crochet hook, we do have them available on our website. Yes. They are available at www.jewellerymaker.com. If you don't have the website available, do speak to our call centre. They'll be able to access that information. I'll see if we can find a code for you. They are available, as I say, if you would like to do this kind of technique. We do have crochet hooks available on our website.
Okay, so you'll see that you end up with a nice little chain. And you can sort of see why it's called a chain, because that just kind of looks a bit like a chain.
Yeah.
And to add a gemstone, what you would do, and this is why you have to have them on first, is they're going to come from the working thread, is you just drop a gemstone down before you take your hook and grab your beading thread. Mm-hmm. So you can see all I'm doing is literally twisting the hook to grab the thread. I'm not taking it over. And then you just sort of bring that back through like you would make a normal chain, and now that's locked in there.
Okay.
So that's literally, and all I did was put two, between my beads, 2 empty chains, then drop a bead in and do another chain. And if you find like that it won't go through, just run your stitches on your needle up the needle, it'll just make it a little bit bigger for you. Yeah. And then you just carry on and you will create these chains, and you can see how quickly they do them. And I do these sitting in front of the TV because for me, I don't need to really watch what I'm doing now. When you first start, you'll probably need to watch your hook, but I don't really need to watch too much. I can actually watch the TV. So you see how quickly they're forming, and your gemstones are held in there. Uh-huh. What you would then do is you'd make your first one, and I always start with my first one that I make. I make like almost like a practice one, because depending on the size hook you're using, you'll need more chains. If you're using a smaller hook, you'll need more chains. Okay. Because the loop, basically the difference with the hook is that the smaller the hook, the smaller the internal diameter of the chain will be. Yeah, right. And so just I always make like a dummy chain with a particular hook, and then I just lay it out and now measure it, and I go, right, well, there's so many chains per 10 centimeters or whatever, so I can work out how long I want my necklace to be. And for these, remember that you will need to make them slightly longer because you're braiding them, so they will eat just a little bit, so just about 2 or 3 inches longer. So if you want an 18-inch necklace, you'll need to make a 21-inch chained piece of crochet. Okay. So you're going to make 6 of those, 3 beaded, 3 unbeaded, and then you're going to crimp one end together, and then you can braid them and then crimp the other end together, and that's the effect you get. And it looks like that. So complicated. No, not at all. And that's the thing is that when you start to break it down, that's what I find fascinating about jewellery making. Is that I'm somebody who'd naturally go, oh, I couldn't do that. Yeah. That's not me. I don't do that. and actually, I don't know why I went Welsh there. Oh, that's not me. Hello, I don't do that. I don't know why I did that. I suddenly, obviously, I morphed myself into a Welsh person for just that second. But I would look at that and go, oh, I can't do that. But when you break it down, it just becomes so simple. And that's the thing with the techniques as well that come as part of the Get Started DVD. Once you've got techniques, you probably start to see many of the jewellery pieces that Sarah's made are just essentially the basic techniques that have then been developed, and you know, if you just keep on working on those, it's really quite exciting, isn't it? It is. It's an exciting journey. It is. And I'm no crocheter. I will say that. I can't crochet with wool. I can't crochet with anything other than wire or beading thread. Those are the things I've learned to crochet with. And you know, it's such an easy technique, the chain. And then once you've got the chain, then you'll learn to do the single and doubles, and then that just really broadens your horizons. But this is a really nice, easy getting started with crochet technique. Let's give it a go. I expect to see that on the Wall of Fame in the next couple of weeks, that's for sure. Now then, talking of expecting to see this deal, I'm going to have to go down here because I've dropped something. I'm back again. We have this brand new stand. Now, I honestly, when Kim rang up, she was quite excited up to our production room this morning. It was probably about, what, 8:30, something like that, Kim? And I was doing a bit of work, and then I was just sat, and the phone went, and I obviously trying to get something sorted because I had an idea, and I thought, I'll see if I can get it done. PowerPoint presentation takes a long time with somebody as technologically inept as I am.
She rang up to tell me about this strand, and I didn't get to see it before we came to her just because of the busyness of the day. It's ridiculous how good this is. It is bewilderingly beautiful. This is gonna fly out. This is not gonna hang around. I'm not surprised Kim rang up to tell me about it. Vix, it's just arrived from the vault. It's just arrived, and I was thinking, all right, calm down. I'm going, you know, I'm on air in 10 minutes. Give me a sec. No, this is. No wonder Kim, and obviously when you think about Kim, and she's seen a lot of beautiful strands in her time, for her to give me a buzz to tell me what has arrived, I guess I should have known it was something special. This is special. Yeah, I agree. Kim is just going, these are gonna just dance out of the vaults. These are not going to hang around. And Kim, my producer, as I say, she sees a lot of gemstones. She actually has access to everything in our vaults. Kim has access to every single thing that's in the Jewellery Maker vaults. She can put anything into this show. And I'm sure even, and yeah, Kim said she didn't know these were going to be as good looking as they are. When these literally arrived into our studio just 20 so minutes, something like that, about 8:30, 30 minutes before we came to air. Wow! Oh my goodness me, it doesn't get much more opulent than that now, does it? Now, obviously, I've just done this because I was just thinking about that bib style flare, that there's a lot of jewellery that's going for that beautiful multi-bib impact. And I would probably add in the citrine as an extra drop, or, you know, that kind of detail. But imagine these as flowers. Imagine creating floral designs where you're getting each one of those as petals. They are, of course, different to what we normally see, because we normally top drill at this point here, don't we? At the wing. But instead, as you can see, we're top drilling just here. That's interesting. We don't normally do that. So if I hold those out again, we're drilling at the top, at the widest part, rather than the thinnest part, which is not how we do it. Let me just make sure I'm holding these properly. Quality. Just quite loads of people who are multi-buying there. Beverly's multi-bought, Kathleen's multi-bought, Kia's multi-bought. Congratulations to Angela and to Jessica, Diane. Congratulations to buys in Merseyside and in Kent and in Hampshire and Norfolk, Middlesex. Congratulations to you. Marilyn's there in Nottinghamshire. Denise is in Norfolk. If you want to join us on the web, you can do so at JewelleryMaker.com. Make sure when you're buying on the web, you check out your basket. I have now just double figure quantity on this deal, and I haven't even told you the price tag. Double figure quantity. It's not gonna hang around. If you want to join us, I think this will be a sellout. I have to expect this to be a sellout based on the quality of the gemstones and the beauty of your jewelry potential. From one strand, your price tag is an unbelievable price offer. You're paying just £11.95. £11.95. Anywhere else? I don't think so. Do I even think you'd get half a strand like this? You could get one pendant and you'd be paying £3 or £4 elsewhere. One pendant would be £3 or £4. There is no way I could imagine you getting anything like this quality of gemstone elsewhere, and certainly not for this price tag. It's flying out, and rightly so. No wonder Kim rang me in the production room, and as I say, Kim sees a lot of gemstones. In fact, she has access to every single gemstone in our vaults, and doesn't she know it? She makes the most of getting access to gems like this, but it only arrived into our studio about half an hour before we came to air, and because I was so busy upstairs, I didn't get to see it before we came to air. If I did, probably the first thing that I've told you about at the moment I came to air would have been this strand. I would have probably ignored the wall of the early bird. I'd have ignored the matrix. I'd have ignored, I wouldn't even, maybe not have ignored the zavorite. But the fact is that in reality, if I'd have known this was coming up today, this would be the thing that I would have trumpeted. This is the thing that trumpeted. £11.95. It's the way I celebrate lovely strands. It If you want to join us, you can do so now. You can join us on our free. I've just revealed my presenting secrets. If you want to. If I really like a strand, I love a good trumpet. You have here 0800-644-655. You can join us at JewelleryMaker.com. We don't mind how you do it, but we've got limited stock left now, limited availability. So congratulations to Val, to Kay, to Annette, to Leslie, to Maureen, who's joined me. I've got Jean, who's purchased 2. I've also got Vernon, who's purchased 2. I've got multi-buyers. Jennifer, congratulations to you. Linda and Wendy and Anne and Linda and Jan and Pat and Jean. Congratulations to Jean and to Tobias and Devon, to Lincolnshire, Lancashire, East Lothian, Sussex, Glamorgan, Derbyshire, Dorset. I mean, literally is pretty much, I would suggest we've got every county up from top to bottom, from left to right. I think we've got every county. Yeah, we have. We've got loads. Oh, there's no Durham. Oh, now come on, Durham. I've got to have somebody buy from Durham. We've got loads of locations, and it's lovely to know that everybody's tuning in today, even more so when you're being rewarded with exciting New Year's items like this, because this is going to be perfect for New Year's Eve, isn't it? You know, you're going to get it delivered before New Year, and you go, I'm going to have to move on. I don't want to move on. Not when I've trumpeted a strand like this. I don't want to move on. Lots of deals still to look forward to. Time for the Wall of Fame. The Wall of Fame is the time where we get to celebrate your journey of jewellery making, whether you're just getting started or perhaps you're on an enviable journey and finding and discovering brand new techniques. And we love this part of the show. We also then give you the chance, if you share it with your photographs, we give you the chance to win either £50 or £100 credited to your Jewellery Maker account. That's every Wednesday the draw takes place. So good luck to those of you who have entered. If you haven't entered yet, you've still got plenty of time to do so for the next draw that takes place. What is it today? Friday?
It is.
Oh yeah, so you've got plenty of time to get your entries in. You can email us, you can send in by post as well. There's plenty of ways for you to be able to share with us your amazing jewellery and for us to celebrate what we've given you the chance to create with the products, and then of course what you've done with it is what's so exciting. Like this one, Jeanette is in Essex. She created this amazing opal chip bangle. This is from the strand that I get. I know this is the opal. This is the Ethiopian opal that I did the other day. Oh my goodness me. Yeah, you have to make jewellery when you've got this kind of quality. She said, Merry Christmas. My last make for this year is an opal chip bangle made with 0.25 wire so the chips would fit onto the bangle frame from my stash. You all have a great new year. Well, we'll certainly wish the very best back to you as well, Jeanette, and keep on making fantastic jewellery. That opal is ridiculous, isn't it? Gorgeous. 286 you are.
I've got 287.
Oh, tell me more.
I think I saw this on Facebook.
Tell me more, Wendy.
Wendy, yeah. Good morning and a very happy Christmas to everyone at Jewellery Maker Towers. Hope you are all fit and well and looking forward to Christmas.
We are.
And she wishes us the best for 2014.
Oh, thank you.
And hope all our dreams and wishes comes true.
Yeah. Oh. I hope Brad Pitt turns up on my door as well.
She says she's loving the shows. Mark Smith, Rachel Norris, and I don't know who that other person is. Sarah Elvin.
Sarah Elvin. Who is she?
Don't know. Are totally brilliant with their new designs. Are breathtaking.
Oh, that's lovely.
She says, here's my entry for this week's Wall of Fame. It's a picture that I've made using lace, freshwater pearls and mother of pearl drops. And she says the freshwater pearls and the mother of pearl were purchased from Jewellery Maker.
Gorgeous this.
And she was absolutely thrilled when Rachel Norris commented on her Facebook page as well. And so she says, thank you very much, Rachel. You've made my day. Good luck to all the Wall of Fame entries. Everyone is special. And that's from Wendy in a wet workshop this time. But isn't that amazing?
Wonderful.
Amazing.
Just wonderful. And it is a work of art.
It's amazing what you can do with gemstones and other mediums.
Textiles, etc.
Absolutely. Yeah. It took my breath away when I saw that on Facebook. It's gorgeous.
Congratulations, Wendy. I have got Janice in Milton Keynes. Said this week's entry is the kunzite necklace with pink tourmaline chips. Wow. Now that's That's a combination of feature gemstones, kunzite and tourmaline. She said between the main rounds, kunzite chips and shell pearl. And more kunzite, please. I'm loving the tones of pink. We'll do our best for you, Janice. Keep watching in 2014. I've got Morganite. If you love those soft, delicate pinks, I've got Morganite coming up later on. She says, Merry Christmas to you all. We'll be watching on the 25th as well. Love your shows. The world would be a very dull place without you all. Oh, bless you. Thank you so much, Janice, and wishing you all the very best for 2014. And thanks for watching. The lovely Ed will be joining you on Christmas Day today, the 25th of December, just in case we didn't know what day it was. I don't know why I needed to do that.
It's not a busy day for everyone, is it?
What is that day? 25th? I have no idea. 9 a.m. Ed will be with you, giving you some fantastic Christmas treats. So for those of you who've got the chance to be able to tune in, it will be worth your while. He's going to have a lot of fun. There's going to be lots and lots of treats in store for those of you watching for Jewellery Maker Bonanza offers.
So I have 289 here, and this is from Veronica in Walton, Liverpool. She says, please find attached my entry for the Wall of Fame, all from my favourite show, Jewellery Maker. Yay! This is a gift I made for my granddaughter Molly, who is really fussy about her jewellery, but loves the gems from Jewellery Maker. She's got good taste then. Exactly. The Mystic Coated Hematite is amazing, and the photograph just doesn't do it justice. Everybody loves it and added it to their jewellery, and that's from Veronica in Liverpool. Veronica, that is gorgeous. I'm sure your granddaughter's absolutely loving it.
I have got Sandra in London, and she says, this is my first Wall of Fame entry. Oh, fantastic. Welcome to the Wall of Fame, Sandra. She says, it's a rosary style long necklace which can be wrapped around the wrist, turning it into a bracelet. I made it using all Jewellery Maker materials, of course, and I used hematite and labradorite beads. I have never won anything before, so it would be brilliant if this did win. Thanks for the brilliant show. Great designers and fantastic hosts. Merry Christmas, and that's Sandra in London. Well, Sandra, wishing you all the very, very best for Christmas and New Year, and wishing you all the best for Wednesday as well, because it's always nice to win, isn't it? I never win anything either. It's not the kind of thing that I do. But then I went to a Christmas craft thing, and I gave my children £2 each, and they went to a little raffle thing. They genuinely came away with a whole stall. My children came back and their arms were full. I just couldn't believe it. Every ticket they'd won something. I was just going, what have you done? What have you I never win anything. My children win everything. Amazing. You're 290, so hopefully my children's good luck is rubbing off on you, Sandra. And welcome to the Wall of Fame. Thank you so much for taking the time to share with us your creativity. We have coming your way, I don't know why I did a big bounce there, but I did. We have coming your way.
Oh, I love these. I love these beads.
Too cool for school. It's my presenter pick coming around about midday in our live show. You have this fantastic matrix selection of your spacer beads. Silver, black finish, gold finish and rose gold finish all together in this mega offer. You're going to get the presentation box, you're going to get all of the little pots, and you're going to get all the beads inside for a phenomenal price tag.
And I'll tell you, the great thing about these is they fit onto the 1mm satin as well. So you can add them to your kumihimo, your macrame, all your braiding techniques. It'll fit onto a 1mm.
So if you got the braiding technique DVD, I've got you an amazing deal on that one. Presenter pick. Oh, yeah. Lots still to look forward to. Of course, don't forget, we've got the zavorite garnet. How are you getting on with the zavorite garnet?
I'm just doing a braiding technique at the moment. I'm almost so enthralled by it. I don't want to chop.
Are you turning it to Mark?
I don't want to chop the strands off at the moment.
It's my special box.
It is that gorgeous that I'm going to try and do something that I can make it so that it'll maybe do two things out of the same thing. I'm trying to maybe make a bracelet and a necklace piece out of the same strand.
You just wanted to go extra further, yeah.
I'm trying to get my head around how to do it, so I'm just thinking about it at the moment. So yeah, because it's so gorgeous, I wouldn't want to just make one piece of jewellery. I'd like to have a piece that would be multiple.
I think that's fair. Zavorite garnet coming your way in the midday hour. Lots to look forward to. Don't go anywhere.
There are 2 easy ways to purchase from Jewellery Maker. You can watch our show on Sky, Virgin, Freeview or FreeSat, and call our free phone number where you'll be put through to our friendly help team who can place your order. Alternatively, you can go to our website and click the sign up button. Once you have filled in the required details, you can start shopping. You can watch the show by clicking the On Air Now button on the front page. You can also use our quick search tool and narrow down your results. Once you have found an item that you like, you simply click on the Buy Now button and the item will be added to your basket. Don't forget that you can add as many items to your basket per day for only 1 P&P. Enjoy shopping with Jewellery Maker.
When you place your first order with us, you will receive a free booklet and DVD full of handy hints, tips and tutorials to help you get started with your new Jewellery Maker hobby.
We all know you need the right tools for the job, so here at Jewellery Maker we have designed a kit to make sure you have all the essentials to join in with the fun. With round nose, flat nose and wire cutter pliers, as well as a reamer, tweezers and a bead scoop, you've got everything you need in one place for just $9.95. We provide the tools, you provide the skills. If you have a question or query for Jewellery Maker, then you can contact our call centre on 0800 644 655 and press option 2, or alternatively you can email help@jewellerymaker.com.
Welcome back, and great to have you company here on Jewellery Maker as we celebrate Christmas and head towards the new year as well with these incredible opportunities to really make a difference to your jewellery making, and it doesn't get much more influential than this next offer. This is huge. This really is a Christmas sale offer, and I mean we've done some absolutely cracking deals for you within our Christmas sale in the past couple of weeks, but I think that this is the crescendo. For me, this is probably the biggest of the offers that we've ever done within a sale perspective. And when you start to look about the ingredients here, there's no reason for them to be in a sale. They sell on their own right. It's not like we need to move them on because they're not selling and we have to lower the price because that's, we need to get rid of the stock. Actually, it's the exact opposite. And in many ways, it doesn't make a lot of sense what we're about to do, because if you did review what I guess is the principles of economics, then the more people want something, the higher the price should be. The price should be going up on this wire mesh, not down. We should be putting the pricing up, 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 because wire mesh is one of the most popular products, one of the most amazing ingredients for diverse creative jewellery making. And it is popular. And I mean, why we do this price tag, no idea. Why we've put it into a Christmas sale, no idea. And to be honest, I don't even think Kim knows why. And Kim's the producer who's actually put this bundle together. And I honestly do think it was based on, she just wanted to. No other reason. There's no other reason why we would be doing this. You have got here an awesome opportunity now. Are you somebody who wants to do something different with your jewellery making? Are you somebody who wants to have that conversation with people who go, wow, that's amazing, where did you get that from? And you can take the delight in, you are the creator, you are the person who has achieved that talking point piece of jewellery. Do you want something of an ingredient that doesn't just offer you 1 or 2 different ways of using it, but 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 different ways? Because if the answer is yes to any of those questions, you need to pick up the phone now. This wire mesh has proven to be one of the most popular, if probably not the most popular product of 2013. It's something that I think when we first got into stock, we kind of had a misgiving of what on earth is it? It's a bit of a waste of space. We didn't understand it. And then, my goodness me, did we start to see its potential with the likes of Sara and Gemma and many of our wire workers really fulfilling the understanding of quality jewellery making. We now have a course that runs alongside this product. We also have a DVD that runs alongside this wire mesh. It's a big one. It's probably probably one of the biggest of the year. And of course, we're gonna celebrate the awards on the 31st of December. We are going to find out what's the big products of the year. I wouldn't be surprised if this is there. I wouldn't be surprised if this sits in the top 5, top 3 of the products of the year, the most popular items of the year. You have got here a combination of your dark green, your golden wire mesh, and your red wire mesh. Now, do you want to see what it is? Let's just open it up. Now, there's the red and the green are in the 18mm gauge, and the gold is in the 10mm gauge, because when we first got these, we only had one gauge. When we got them back in stock, we got them in a better quality, and we also got them in 2 different gauges, so that you had more flexibility. We've matched, of course, the colours alongside the wire mesh. We've matched them with, in fact, I'm just going to open all packaging so you can see them. What the heck? Do you know what? I'm just going to go for broke on this, and I'm just going to show you. Look at this fabulous jewellery potential here. Really, really fabulous. Those colours. Oh, I can't get to the green. Get it out, get it out. The green is almost like a petroleum green. It heads almost towards a blue at times. It has that bluey finish to it. But when you put it against the green, it's definitely green. It's already flying out. You get the little pots as well. You do get the little storage pots, which I know as jewellery makers, we like little storage, don't we? And just look at the opportunity that you're getting here. Now, the words behind me are not words. Words behind me are not words. If they're not words, what are they? They're an action. Because you don't say the word Christmas sale here in this building unless you are doing an action. And the action is doing a ridiculous price tag, because every single day you could tune in and you would expect to see the word sale attached to most of our offers because they're that good. But actually, in principle, by advertising, by promoting this as a Christmas sale, Kim has taken a very specific decision, and it's got nothing to do with me, this kind of pricing. Kim, my producer, has made a decision. She has made the choice that this is going under a Christmas sale flag. Because it's being flagged up as a Christmas sale offer, it can't be normal great pricing. It has to be extreme pricing. You don't get any more extreme than this. You're about to get all of this opportunity, the diversity of one ingredient of wire mesh, proven to be one of our most popular threads and technique based products of 2013, and you are getting your satin cord, perfect for a variety of some of the most important and exciting techniques of 2013, including kumihimo, your braiding of macrame, your braiding, of course, with the DVD that we've just launched. I can tell you now, nearly 100 have been allocated on this offer already. Already people are spotting a potential, knowing what we mean when we put this kind of an advertisement behind us, knowing that we're not the kind of company that says, we don't just talk the talk, we absolutely walk the walk. Anybody who knows me, and I've worked on all of our channels for a very long time, anybody who works with me knows that I think I'm quite an easy person to get on with when it comes to work. There's only one thing that I refuse to do, and I'm stubborn about it. It's because I hated doing it for myself when I experienced it. False advertising. I can't abide up to 50% off. You know, you get these emails that go up to 50% off, and you click on it, and actually there's one thing that's up to 50% off, everything else is 5 or 10%. Don't say it unless it's actually the case. Don't give me a carrot that I can't crunch. You know, I want something to say what it is. I want something to be transparent. So Kim knows me well enough now that she will not put that advertisement behind me. She will not say Christmas sale unless she has the integrity to be able to back it up with not just the talk, but she's going to walk the walk. And this is how we walk the walk. You're getting 3 lots of your wire mesh, 3 lots of your satin cord, and your Christmas sale price tag. Do not underestimate what we are doing here. It's a big one. £8 £8.95 is all you pay. That means you are getting a tremendous opportunity of jewellery making. You're talking almost half price on this one, almost half price. It's not quite half price, but I'm telling you now, I tell you without hesitation, it's a huge reduction in price, a huge opportunity. Congratulations to everybody who's picked up the phone. Congratulations to everybody who's joined us on the web. All of these lovely people there, you've got yourself an absolute Christmas sale price tag there. If you want to join us, 0845 612 2000 is the number to dial. You should be paying over £16, and here you are at £8.95. That's the kind of pricing that you come to us for, and we are delivering. And again, I will just remind you, if you do shop from us on a regular basis, you know that you've got that money back guarantee. That guarantee is extended to the 31st of January at the moment. So really, in principle, this might be the thing that you get home, and actually when you see it and you make your decision, it's not right, you can still send it back. But you've got to make the purchase now. You've got to make your decision now to guarantee that this is going to be yours. If you got the gold findings earlier on, perhaps, or even perhaps you're going to work the citrine alongside your wire mesh. What about that? Of course, don't forget that wire mesh does work in different ways. It's not just that it's a ribbon style. It's 2-ply, so it means that you can wrap your gemstones inside, like tube them or cage them inside. You can also create looks like this. It's exceptional because, of course, it then has a memory that takes it back to its original form as well, if you prefer it to do that. We have a course running with Gemma for the wire mesh, so if you would like to join Gemma, create things like the beautiful bouquet flowers that she does. You'll have seen that in the photographs that our Claire, my director, has just shown you. We had the flowers are so popular. In fact, the wire mesh flowers are probably one of our most popular items, aren't they? Everybody talks about them.
It's because they're so unique. They're structural, so you can use them in lots of different places. You can use them in your hair accessories. You can use them for, your fascinators, your tiaras, but you can make brooches out of them. But you can also make statement necklaces. You can actually make corsages for the wrist line. Lovely. You can do so much with them because they've got that structure with the wire mesh, and then you put wire inside if you make those flowers. But also, I love the fact that the mesh is so forgiving. Now, if you're a new jewellery maker and you've never used this product before, do not panic with it. If you scrunch it up, or you pull it out, or you do anything with it, and you think, hang on a minute, it's not working for me.
Panic.
We all do that sort of that 1 minute panic, sort of, oh my goodness, I've ruined it, it's not how I want it. You just pull it back out, and it has that sort of almost instant memory. It'll go back into its flat shape again.
So you see, I've just pulled it out like this. And then if I just do this, so you can see it's all scrunched up, it's gone into this lovely, and it goes into such a beautiful, it's almost like coral reef-like formation, you know. It has that lovely finish. Watch this. This is one of my favourite things. When I first did this, I thought I was a magician. I actually genuinely thought that I'd turned into Houdini. Ready? Ta-da! It goes back to exactly as it was.
I know, it's amazing.
Amazing. I'll say a big hello to Julie and to Jelena. Congratulations, Jeanette. I've also got Linda. I've got Helen, Mandy. Congratulations, Mildred and Mary, Claire and Mal. Lynette, you've definitely got yours. Margaret, you've got yours. Pamela in Glamorgan, Shirley in Midlothian. Alexandra, congratulations to you. Irene's bought 2, as has Pauline. Congratulations to Jean, who's also bought 2. Anne's in Tyne and Weir. Elaine's in Yorkshire. Congratulations to you all. Lovely to have your company. Hold those lines. It's a very popular deal, and rightly so, and it's time for another big one. It's time for our advent calendar deal. Now then, the advent calendar is looking a little bit sparse now, isn't it? There's only 1, 2, 3, 4, there's only 5 more days to go. There's only 5 more days to go. Oh yeah, oh yeah. I really want to know, and I have held off what's in Christmas Day.
I have no idea.
Very excited.
I'd have to peek if it was me.
See, that's the thing is that I feel so desperate to just, I really want to just punch through and see what's in there, but I'm not going to. I'm going to be good. But 25th, we are here on Christmas Day. Ed's going to be with you. He'll be showing you what's inside the biggest of our centerpieces of our advent deals. But today, it's the 20th. What's inside our advent deal number 20? 1, 2, 3. Ah, first time looking.
Good.
Yeah. Ooh. Ooh. Crikey on a bikey. It's very, very special now. If you're going to treat yourself to one strand today, may it be this one. It's time for your Advent calendar deal. Got to be one of the most exceptional strands. Got to be one of the most exciting feature gemstones. Now you may have joined me a few days ago where I had an amazing double strand, and I sold out, and of course it sold out because the actual history on this gemstone is so incredible. When you start to investigate it, it becomes more and more bewildering how on earth we've actually found it, let alone got it to you here today. This gemstone is sourced at 3,200 feet in altitude. This gemstone is found by traversing down a rock face and literally from the very, very top of a crevice, and then the miners have to abseil down the rock face to then source this gemstone. And within this location, the actual gem only sits between 50 to 200 meters into the surface of that rock face. So it's not like they're tunneling deep into the mine like you would expect tanzanites, like 800 meters into the Earth's crust. No, they're actually only going 50 to 200 meters into that rock face to find the gemstone. So they're effectively hanging on the rock face for most of the day sourcing this gemstone, and it's one vein, one location. It's an exceptional gemstone to have in your collection. It's worth every single ounce of hard work to source this gemstone, every ounce of meterage that has to be abseiled and then rock climbed back up. It's worth it because it's some of the finest opalescence that there is, that we have in our vaults right now. You can source opal from the likes of Australia, but I don't think in terms of competition and in terms of differential, I don't think that Ethiopian opal is anything other than a top rated quality gemstone. I actually think that in many ways the Australian opal, although you get a bigger quantity from Australia, I think actually quality of opal, you can't really beat this gemstone here. Ethiopian opal is extraordinary. The opalescence is truly what makes this a standout opportunity. For those of you who are looking for that extreme shading of colouring that reflects throughout the whole of the gemstone, from the nebula greens and blues, pinks and oranges and yellows, all of those colours dazzle through this, and these are pretty special. These are your square dells, and we've got here flat to flat gemstones. Of course, we've got, they're not real. These are classified in the graphics as squares. Must highlight the fact they're actually square dells, just like you get rondelles that are round that then sit flat to flat. In the thinner principles of how we cut them, these are your square dells, and you've got something really rather cool because with a square dell, you've got elongated, stronger, sizable tables, and that means much more light reaction, much more light play, and you can really see that defined in each one of these stones. It's a big opportunity, this one. It's a really exciting opportunity. You've got a huge chance to get a huge feature strand. Now, this is an Advent deal. Just like the Christmas sale was an offer that we put a name to and we've got to react to that. We've got to make sure Kim knows that if you're going to say something like a Christmas sale, you've got to do a Christmas sale price. Equal to this, we can't just say Advent deal without doing something extra special. And that something extra special is very, very special. This gemstone was launched at £17.95. Launched at 70. I've got goosebumps for what I'm about to do right now. An Advent deal that cannot be matched, an Advent deal that I cannot honour any other time. Your price, I can't even look. You should be paying £17.95, but your Advent, I'm not even looking. I know Kim's about to do, she's going to do something crazy. 17? Is it 16? 15? Is it 14? It can't be 13. Nobody's talking to me, so I don't know what it is.
It's not 13.
It's not 13.
No.
£12.95.
No.
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 £11.95.
No.
Oh no, go on. Don't tell me you've taken this less than a tenner.
She's taking it less than a tenner. It's my favourite gemstone as well.
She's not even talking to me. She's not even, I didn't have anybody. I was thinking to myself, okay, do I look? Shall I just look? Because nobody was talking to Kim went absolutely silent. That's because you were scared of telling me that price tag. I tell you what is that about? It's been, people, of course they're multi-buying. No, they're not, are they? Oh, what a surprise. Seriously, of course you're going to multi-buy on a deal like this one. We've just taken Ethiopian opal, one of the most prestigious locations in the world, certainly one of the most extraordinary locations to source from. Quite simply, has to be mined via abseiling. I mean, that's the thing. It has to be mined via, when you think of sourcing gemstones, you're thinking shovel and pick, and you're thinking, you know, digging into the Earth's crust. You don't think, let's abseil 3,000 metres above altitude, do you?
It's always something you couldn't make up. I mean, A, how do you find a gemstone halfway down a cliff face?
That's the amazing thing.
And then B, who would have thought you could... It's one of those things, it just seems like someone's just having a laugh, really. Because it's one of those, it's so unbelievable.
Uh-huh. But when you see the photographs...
But you know it's true, but you think someone's really pulling your leg about it, because it's just so unbelievable.
And it's only a team of about 150 miners. And in one seam, 150 miners, it's actually a very, very small reserve. Yeah. I mean, it's one seam, so it's not like you're talking, say, for example, even in the likes of something like Tanzanite, there are different deposit locations within the mine shaft. So, but this is one seam. So 150 miners who are going through the one seam, and that's it. Once it's gone, it's gone. And that's the interesting thing is that obviously you never know when that seam's going to stop.
No.
And that's one of the I guess the exciting parts, but also one of the worrying parts, I guess, of working with genuine gemstones like this, is because you know once you've got a supply like this, you want it to be endless, and it's not. That's the hard part about it. It's not an endless supply, because at some point that seam of the gemstone will just stop. It'll just all of a sudden be, and then we won't get it again.
I know, and I just love opals anyway. You know, I love opals, and that price. I mean,
ridiculous.
Just crazy.
Launched.
Crazy price.
Launched at 17, which makes absolute sense to be £17.95, and now at £9.95. Kim has just broken all the rules. I know you love breaking the rules. See, you couldn't get any more yin and yang. You couldn't get any more different, because Kim's just going, well, that's what rules are there for, to be broken. I am so the opposite. Rules are there to be kept. Rules are there that you just never break them. You don't even question them. You just abide by them. Kim, she is genuinely my yin to my yang, because she makes me do things that I would never ever in my whole psyche do. She says, yeah, but it works, doesn't it? Tell you what. What are you, Mike? Are you a person who sees rules as to be broken, or rules to be kept and abided by?
I think at work I stick by the rules.
At work, can I just say he's saying this because he knows that the bosses are probably watching. He's saying at work he sticks to the rules. Outside of work?
Anything can happen outside.
Anything can happen. Oh, did you just throw caution? Oh no, I couldn't throw caution to the wind like that. No, there's a rule for a reason. Somebody's made a rule for a reason, right? So you've got to stick to it. However, Kim says, meh. Forget the rules today, Vix. We're just ignoring the rules. This kit is another one where we're just ignoring the rules. Right? Say again? Kim says she's just learnt the art of apologising. I tell you what, no apology needed on this one though, Kim, because I tell you what, the only people apologising is to our bosses. Because Kim's about to, she's not apologising to you lot, because I promise you she's going to do something special on this price tag. Again, you've got a stunning arrangement of gemstones within this combination. It's the candy cane complement. Now you've got there a combination of your feature of gemstones, from your crackled agate, your multicoloured quartz, and your sky blue agate faceted rounds. So you've got that lovely mix. It's got a really pretty shading to it, this combination. It's really fresh, it's very elegant. I think the blues would go beautifully with the opalescence that you've just got as well. So would be a very nice match if you've just got the opals to add this one to your order. And of course, it's one P&P for the whole day. You can add as many times as you like on a single P&P of just £2.95 for your standard delivery, £4.95 if you want to go premium. Of course, guaranteeing that you'll get this well before the new year. So you've definitely got the chance to make your own jewellery for those special festive events. Now then. The colours are matching perfectly. I'm going to put them on that side. The colours are matching perfectly alongside this multi-strand. And if I just hold this like so, you'll see what I mean. But if I hold it like this, because I've got more of a tower to add, keep on adding. I'm doing Jenga again. Oh, it's a bit of a dangerous Jenga, this one. They are definitely looking wobbly. Can you see this one strand matches perfectly? I think if I add this one, it's going to fall. I'm going to have to add it to this one. Can you see how the colours match perfectly? The whole of this strand matches the whole of these satin cords, from the purples to the pinks, the fuchsias to the lavenders, from the bronzes to the citrus yellows. You've got the corals to the violets, the golds to the oranges. All of these together, absolutely glorious. That just matches so well. And of course, I'm just showing you just that combination of with one strand, how well it matches, but I could actually pick up any one of the... Can I get the staff these days, can you? I was doing so well as well. Oh, clumsy oaf. I am a clumsy oaf. You can see here, I'm going to just get some of the more softer colours and match them there. The cord just matches so well, doesn't it? And you might want to contrast with the turquoises. You might actually want to take something like the peach and go with peach and turquoise. I like that colour combination. It's pretty, isn't it? You might actually want to go with perhaps going a little bit richer and go with more of the bronzy tone. Yeah, lovely. So you could see how we have considered the combination of the colours of the cord and then the colours of the gemstones. Then you've got the matching threads. So we've gone with the matching thread. I'll just show you how well we've matched the thread with the satin cord. You can see that that's a perfect match. And we're also bringing you sterling silver findings. So you're getting 43 pieces of sterling silver findings. Now then, the sterling silver alone, if you purchased it as an individual pack, then you would be paying £12.95. So your heart-shaped chain, your shepherd hooks, your head pins, all of those would come as part of a pack. It's 43 pieces in total, and you would be paying £12.95 alone for just the findings pack. Now I'm right, I think, and please forgive me if I'm wrong, but I think I might say that the satin cords for that pack is £9.95. I think that that's right. Kim, yep, Kim's confirmed, that's right. So, just put those together, £12.95 plus the £9.95, that's working out at what, just shy of £22. No, just shy of £23, beg your pardon, silly maths. Just shy of £23. The whole of this kit together should be £43. In fact, what we're doing is giving you the findings and the satin cord for £21.95, already reduced price tag for just those, and then you're getting all the gems and all of the threads for free. That's a lot of jewellery to be made. That is a lot of opportunity, and you've got all of that chance to get impact jewellery for just £21.95. Sterling silver findings, to remind you, at this price tag. Sterling silver findings in a kit like this, you would have expected to be in the £25 to £30 at least price tag, but we're at £21.95. Satin cord is £9.95. Sterling silver findings is £12.95. That alone is £23. You should be paying just £23 for the silver and for the thread, for the cord, I beg your pardon. Therefore, at £21.95, which is already a discounted price from there, you're also getting 3 feature strands of gemstones plus all of your threads, which is your monofilament, your elastic and your beading thread, for free. Absolutely outlandish opportunity. The phone lines are busy, and rightly so. It is a free phone number. You can join us on the web at JewelleryMaker.com. Whichever way you're going to do it, you know your quid's in on this deal. You know you've got something special on this kind of offer. You can join us on the free phone number at the bottom of the screen there, 0845 612 2000. Or, of course, you can join us on the web at JewelleryMaker.com. We don't mind how you do. All we will insist is that if you're going to do it, you do it sooner rather than later to guarantee your place. Because if you don't do it sooner rather than later, there's every chance that you don't get what you want. And also, for those of you buying on the web, you've got to check out your basket. By checking out your basket, you're guaranteeing, you're allocating what you want. In some ways, if you don't check out your baskets, it's just a wish list. It's just something you'd like to have rather than something that you can guarantee is going to be yours. £21.95 is all you pay. Heck, you've made a lot of jewellery.
And I will say that for the demos, I've used what's left over of my set of cords. So this is what's still left of mine. So I have taken the sample.
So that's what's left of what you've moved here?
And I've taken off cord for doing demos already as well. So I haven't even opened the demo pack for this one. There are, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7 reels there and 2 with a little bit on. So.
And have you seen how many pieces of jewellery? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 pieces of jewellery. And that's not scrimping on the jewellery, that's not scrimping on the cord.
No, it's not. I mean, what, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5 pieces with the cord on and 1 that's incredibly cord heavy.
That's bewildering for £21.95. 9 pieces of jewellery for £21.95. £9.80. £2.30. £2.30-ish, is it? Something like that?
Yeah.
I done the maths right there. About £2.30.
You can't buy even one of these little cord bracelets.
No!
For that. You know, if you try and find some way that you can buy one, you know, especially if someone's made it by hand and it's not being, you know, mass produced somewhere, they're not cheap. You know, so, you know, your quid's in. And I had to prize, even though this is a very girly coloured bracelet, the one with the stripes on, even though it's a very girly coloured bracelet, I had to pry it off my son because he said he liked the design and could I make him one with little, more boy colours.
Oh, bless him.
And he's 11, so if it's cool for him, it must be cool.
Yeah, that is funky.
Because they're really into their appearance by that age. Of course, they're sort of, you know, influenced a lot by high school and what they see their peers doing.
And also influenced by the likes of, and you know, I don't mean to be funny, but like things like One Direction, you know, how they wear, you know, quite like multi-strap bracelets and things like that. That's what they want to, and this is the kind of look you can achieve. And especially if you use something like the, you know, the more muted colours for the boys.
Yes.
You know, they'd probably go for those beiges, and
then I would
add in a bit of orange.
Add in the yellow and the orange in there together. I would be really tempted to use those
for the boys.
For the boys.
Nice.
Yeah,
so you're going to show us how to make that then?
I'm going to show you how to do two. I'm going to do two.
Oh, go on then.
Oh,
Back on.
Just because, you know.
Because you can.
That's just because it's nearly Christmas, isn't it? Right, okay. So what I've done is I've taken 4 pieces.
Which one are you doing first then?
I'm going to do the spiral first.
The spiral first, this one?
Yeah.
Okay.
And this was just...
Sorry, did I just take that out shot?
So excited, can't
I know, I was so excited. Sorry, guys.
I've taken 4 lengths of thread, and this actually came about because I cut the thread too long to make the Peruvian necklace because I didn't want to run out, which is this one here. And I had the threads left over, and I thought, I've got to do with those. I don't want to waste them.
No.
And so I made this bracelet.
Okay.
So I've got probably about just short of a metre, so about 90 centimetres. All I've done is tied a knot in one end and left about 10 centimetres worth of tails. And so I've just added that on. Now it doesn't matter how you start this, but you're going to have 2 threads that you're going to hold on to and 2 that you're going to wrap. And it doesn't matter what colour combinations, because you're going to alter them as you go. So it really doesn't matter. You're going to see all the colours. And what I found was the easiest way to do it was to take them over and under. So you just basically take your threads over and under, and it's really very, very difficult.
Was that it?
That's it.
No way.
Yeah. And all you want to do is, as you're going, is you just take your fingernail and push them up and pull the excess. And then you're going to just keep literally...
You're holding quite a lot of tension in that.
I am, but I think it's because I'm a cord worker and I keep my cords under control. So you literally just push that down with your fingernail. And then just to change colours, so once you've got the length you want, of one particular colour, keep one of those ones that you were working out like that, and then just grab another one out of that one. Try not to let go, because it will want to sort of ping off and unravel itself a little bit, and then just push that down, and then on we go again. And you'll get into a rhythm of being able to grab the cords.
So in some ways, the ones that you're holding is your lazy cord, and the one that you're wrapping is the colours that you're going to see.
Yeah, and then literally just push that down, and then that's literally, and if it gets too tight or too loose, just push them down, and that's literally...
How do you lock it? How do you finish it off then?
I just tied a knot. An overhand knot.
And then it's just held like that?
Yeah, it's just held. And what you want to do is you want to make sure that your lazy strands, what you do is when you finish, make sure you push your braid right down and you pull any tension out of these so that it's really tight before you tie your overhand knot, because these ones of course are going to want to unravel as soon as you let go. So, but once you've got it in an overhand knot, you will have a little bit of kickback, but then you can just push that down the bracelet, so that looseness.
That's so easy.
So
That's
easy.
Brilliant. My
so
daughter could
I couldn't
do
have that
no.
as just a normal demo. So that was one.
Because
it was just too easy. It was far too easy.
That's amazing. I love that.
And that was just something I literally made up on the spur of the moment. And the other one is I'm going to show you is the alternating square knot bracelet.
Show you this.
Which is very easy.
Pretty, very pretty.
Again, great for all the youngsters in your life.
Yep.
You know, if you've got any little diddy dots and you don't want them to have a clasp and you don't want them to have any, you know, anything that's going to catch on anything too much, then this is easy. So I've taken 2 lengths again of my satin cord, about 1 metre long again, maybe just slightly longer for this, depending on who you're making it for. If you're making it for an adult, you'll probably want it just over 1 metre each one. And what I've done is just tied an overhand knot, simple overhand knot, and you want to make that fairly small because you're going to put another knot through as a clasp. So I haven't used a clasp on here. And I'm just going to attach that onto my board. And what you want to do is you want to organise your threads so you have a pink one and a purple one on each side, and just organise them. Okay, and so all I'm going to do is do a standard overhand square knot, but I'm not going to do it right up tight like you would do normally. You know, when you normally do it, you pack them on top of each other. I'm actually going to leave like a little bit of a gap. So to do the square knot, it's take one thread over the top of your 2 lazy threads, and then take your other one and it goes, cross it over the tail, underneath and through that loop. like that. And the reason they're kind of called square knots is A, they look square, but you kind of make a square formation when you tie them as well. Now I find it easier to anchor my lazy threads down to the bottom of my macrame board. So you can see I'm not going right up to the top. I'm going to leave, I'll bring that down just a little bit. I'm going to leave a little gap, and then I'm going to do the opposite direction. So I always work left and then right. We might prefer to do it a different way. And then I'm going to pull that one up and pull that tight. And then I did another one. So I'll just do that quickly. So left. And then right. I find doing two is better than one because it'll anchor it better, because they've got something to grip onto each other. So that's how we do that. And then it's really difficult. We're going to take these and we're going to bring the purple ones from the outside into the middle to become our lazy strands. And the pink ones are going to be our tying threads. And then we're going to do the same again, 2 square knots. We're going to just leave a little gap, like that.
The simplicity of something like this bewilders me, because I look at it and go, oh, I couldn't do that. And then when you actually start to do it, go, oh.
Anyone who knows me knows I don't do difficult. I can't do it, my brain won't work. I've had 2 kids. They take half your brain out every time you have one, so I'm lucky I'm still stood up, let alone anything else. So, you know, that's literally, and then you just carry on. Swapping.
Do it one more time for me then, just so I can see what you're
purple threads.
You're going to open them up.
Are going to come out, and the pink ones are going to come in.
Yeah.
And always remember to do it the same way. So if you take the purple ones, the lazy threads out, and then bring the other ones over the top,
have the same pattern.
You'll get the same pattern, and then literally another knot, a square knot.
That's so simple. That's so doable.
And because it's, you know, you've got so much thread on show. You know, you're only literally, if you're doing a craft fair, you can bash these out at a rate of knots. I mean, literally, you could make one of these every 5 minutes.
How much do you reckon you would sell those for?
I mean, even because they've not got clasp on, even if we were selling them for £3 or £4.
I was just going to say, yeah, about £2.50, £3,
especially
£4.
If you do school fairs,
yeah.
The children have got pocket money. They
Yeah,
haven't got
tens,
15s of pounds, and they want to either buy something for themselves, or they want to buy something for their mum. And what you can do is, if you get the matrix box, the spacer matrix box that's coming up with the beads, is you can actually then add on between these gaps couple of those beads, and they look amazing when you just do this same technique, but you just add a couple of beads in between. So you might want to put 1, 2, 3, 4 beads in between on each of those threads, and then carry on.
Liking that.
And then you get a more grown-up feel to it, you know, a much more sophisticated feel. And it just changes depending. I would wear 3 or 4 of these up my wrist.
Yeah.
And I'm not down with the kids, you know, I'm of that age.
So I'll have none of that.
But I would wear these, you know, and I would wear them mixed with things like leather charm bracelets and, you know, all those sorts of things, and really mix and match them up.
And the interesting thing is, as you were saying about, you know, trying to achieve the, you know, maybe the more masculine look as well. We've got hemp cord coming up now, so that would be quite a nice way of adding in that, like, gents twist, if you're looking to add that. Ooh, if you're adding in that little bit of perhaps a texture that's more matte finish. So there's a very glossy finish to the likes of your satin cord. This is your hemp cord, so it's a little bit more of a matte finish. It's got a texture that's probably, it's not as silky, it's got a nice natural feel about it, and that's going to then give a feel of different looks and different aesthetic to the actual jewellery that you're creating. You've got here your hemp cord pack. You've got a combination of your natural colours, your creams and your caramels and your blacks and your whites, plus a multicolour pack as well. So you're getting all of this in one deal. As you can see there, the pack is 4 of your 9 meters of hemp cord in the natural colours, and those are the 0.5mm gauge, and then your pack of 10 in your 10 yards of hemp cord in your assorted colours. That's all together in one deal, and I will highlight the fact that this is another, what I would classify as a Christmas sale offer. This is, for me, a Christmas sale deal. It's a one-off exclusive with just double figure quantity, which will sell out today for one very obvious reason, and that reason is that it's less than £5. The whole lot, the whole offer £4.95 is all you pay. Another add it to your order deal that we're giving you here on Jewellery Maker this morning. Of course, must remind you that you're only paying postage and packing once for the whole day. You can add as many times as you like. There is no restriction on quantity. Now you can see the pieces that you're looking at there. These are pieces that have been created by the hemp cord, and that photograph there that you've just seen is the jewellery that's been made is using this hemp cord here. The exact hemp cord there is what you can create. That look is for £4.95, less than £5. It's a lot of opportunity for a very small price tag. It is going to sell out today. It is a one-off opportunity. Can't guarantee this price tag any other time than now. 0800 644 655 is the number to dial, or you can join us at jewellerymaker.com. One deal, one opportunity. Hold the lines for me. If you hang up, you miss out. Keep a phone in your hand, we'll process your call. It is a limited available offer now. We started with a smaller quantity than perhaps you would have liked, but the good news is that if you're fast, you've got the chance to own it. And this is the time to buy. £4.95, and it's time for the Wall of Fame. Annette's been in touch with us, sending in another fantastic creation. She says, I hope you don't mind me sending in another of my Ammonite makes this week. I think that's Ammonite. It is a bracelet inspired by Rachel Norris's designer inspiration show last weekend, where she showed how to make spiral links. I think they work really well with the Ammonites, and I have used the 0.8 copper wire and some jasper from my stash. I hope you like this one. We do indeed, and wishing you all the very, very best for Christmas, as you have done for us. And she wants to wish all the best to everybody who's watching for a Merry Christmas. Bless you, Annette. Lovely, lovely look. Really cool. And that's 291.
I've got 292. And this is from Angela, and she says, hello, please find attached this week's Wall of Fame. It's a simple macrame bracelet using Festive quartzite, blue beading thread and silver plated copper findings, all from Jewellery Maker. And that's from Angela. That's lovely, Angela. Love it.
And I have Bryony, who's been busy, as you can see. She says, please find attached my entry for the Wall of Fame. Made out of agate drops, rounds and tubes from Jewellery Maker. It is heading away as a Christmas present. I've become a bit hooked on making jewellery and sold quite a bit too. Very satisfying when somebody comes back wearing what you've made and are enjoying it. Isn't it just? It must be just such a fantastic feeling of achievement.
It is, it's lovely, and you know, when you get asked again by the same person to make yet another piece for them, and that's even, you know,
even more exciting.
It's just lovely, the fact that they've enjoyed wearing a piece of jewellery and they've come back for more. It's just lovely.
Quantifies your creativity.
Yeah, and it's just really nice.
Bryony, you're 293, just so I know I've given you your number.
And I've got 294.
Nice colouring.
Yeah. And this is from Audrey in Bristol. She said this week's Wall of Fame entry is a memory wire necklace and bracelet using green quartzite, adventurine, festive clear quartz. The asymmetric arrangement hangs beautifully. I did a ring with this, but I don't know how to get the picture to be all in one. Wishing you, all the folks at Jewellery Maker, a peaceful solstice, Merry Christmas and a prosperous New Year. And that's from Audrey in Bristol.
Bless you, Audrey. Wishing you all the very best. And I'm saying the same again to Michelle as well from Hartlepool. She says, here is this week's entry. It's a necklace to wear for a family get-together. I use labradorite cubes plus antique bronze findings and wire. That's my kind of jewellery. I reckon that's going to be a really beautiful piece of jewellery to wear. It's going to move, it's going to have a little bit of jingle, it's going to be, you know, something different. People will see it and they'll talk about it because it's different shapes of gemstones. It's a good one. Congratulations, Michelle. Factor. It has definitely. 295 you are. We have lots and lots still to fit in, from a kit with zavorite garnet through to a brand new matrix box with your spacer beads, which is gonna fly out. Plus on top of that, we still have our citrine and our morganite single brand new strands. And to top it off, we're giving you the last of stock in the DVD. Now, we've had loads of people requesting it. Lots of people saying they missed out before. Could they get it this time? And this is it, last of stock that we have. I know.
Oh, fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed.
Guys.
Keep watching, it's come up straight after the break. And for those of you who are going to join me on New Year's Eve, I've got a very special show. It's the awards of 2013. Take a look.
The JM Awards were a huge success last year, so we're bringing it back bigger and better than before. Join Vicki and guest designer Mark Smith as we reveal the best bits of JM 2013 as voted for by you. So tune in on December 31st at 9 AM and help us celebrate the Jewellery Maker Awards.
Our standard delivery is now only £2.95 per day, regardless of how many pieces of jewellery are added to your order. Delivery takes between 4 to 6 working days, and if you want your jewellery quicker, simply speak to our call centre about our premium delivery service.
Wishing you a happy and healthy Christmas.
Buying jewellery online from us has just become even easier with our new streamlined checkout service. We've made some little changes to make our website more accessible for all of the different ways you shop online, and now it's even easier using a mobile phone or tablet. Once you have added your items to your shopping basket, you can decide to check out now or save for later. Saving an item for later means you can easily find them in your own time, but don't forget to check back soon, as all our items are selling fast. One of just a few changes that will make buying jewellery from us even easier.
Join us on Jewellery Maker as we count down the days until Christmas. Stay tuned to see perfect Christmas gifts for all your friends and family at prices you won't believe. And what's more, anything you buy can be refunded or exchanged until the 31st of January. So for hassle-free shopping and great value, it has to be Jewellery Maker.
Welcome back, and lovely to have your company here on Jewellery Maker. As we lead you towards Christmas, we're bringing you plenty of Christmas deals. We've got the intention of knowing that quite a lot of people will be stacking up ready to make their jewellery in that time where maybe there's a little bit more freedom of sitting back and enjoying creative moments.
Yes, hopefully.
Hopefully. Hopefully.
I'm thinking I've got some time off.
I was just going to say, I'm thinking in my household, maybe not. I think there'll be too much helicopter playing with and robo dogs that have been requested. Do you want to know what my daughter put on her Santa Claus list?
No.
She put lots of lovely things that she wanted, a dressing gown and this and this. And then I started reading. I said, Georgie, what are you writing there? Mummy, I'd like Santa Claus to give me new words to learn.
Oh, bless her.
You know, when you just go, oh, that's why you go to school. Yeah. You just need to go and speak to your teacher. I was thinking, shall I get her a dictionary, do you think?
Maybe, because they do really nice Pictionary
like children's
ones. Yeah.
Like children's dictionary.
Yeah, because my son finds it difficult to work out how things are spelled, but we've got a Pictionary and a phonic dictionary. And those are really good to get for them, and it's good to get them used to looking up words in there.
Yeah, because I was thinking, well, Santa Claus is obviously, he can't buy everything on the Christmas list.
Yeah.
You know, when I was thinking about it, you know, Santa Claus doesn't get everything on the Christmas list, and I did tell the children that Santa has got a lot of presents to buy, so I was thinking maybe I could take that load off Santa, and I could see if I could get... I'm not saying that I can, you know, I'm not saying Santa might already have it organised, because Santa's good like that, isn't he?
Or a picture encyclopedia. Children's encyclopedias are good.
So, got thinking now. You have here the launch of our last of stock quantity of our braiding DVD, and it's already flying, it's already disappearing. I have got a limited available offer. Just want to highlight, when we launched this on Monday, we launched it with a third of the stock that we would normally launch a DVD with. I think in principle that was a mistake on our behalf, but also in the same sense, we have so many different DVDs that what we've got to make sure is that we've got the chance to be able to stock everything and everybody. So therefore, you know, the quantities, we'll get more in, but when we'll get more in, I don't know. It might be after the new year. It might be that you'll have to wait a few weeks before the new year is in, before we get this back into stock. So if you want it pre-new year, if you want to get it and work with it over that, perhaps that period between Christmas and New Year, because I'd expect your delivery to come around that time, then why not go for it and get this deal now? This is your braiding DVD, an hour long of technique with Sarah and myself, and we give you a full list. When I say we, I present it, Sarah gives you all the technique. I'd like to suggest that I had something to do with it, but I've nothing to do with it. I just do the oohing and the yarring at the appropriate moments. You're getting the combination now. First of all, Sarah takes you at the very beginning, probably within the first 30 seconds of us introducing the DVD. Sarah goes straight in and shows you the basics, and we go through all of the different types of knots of the braiding knots.
We do, and it's all explained straight through from very beginning. And I use the terminology I use right at the beginning of the DVD, all the way through the DVD. So once you've seen that first section, when I talk about a forward knot and a backward knot and a forward backward, you understand what I'm talking about.
Yeah, we get the foundations instantly in the beginning of the DVD. We then literally start to build on those DVDs, on those basics on the DVD. With a spiral half hitch, you then use the fishtail. You learn how to do a half hitch round and a half hitch braid, and we finish it off with a Charlotte web finish bracelet like this one here. So you get to learn all of these techniques in one DVD, one DVD alone. And of course, it's an hour of technique. You know what price it is. It's probably the best price here in our vaults in terms of what you're getting for value for money. It's £4.95. It's last of stock. It is all we have in terms of quantity that we've put into this offer. I don't think by the end of today we'll have anything left to be able to offer you before Christmas. I certainly expect this to be a sellout. That we will of course get more in stock. I'm not suggesting that there's never going to be a chance to get this again, because that's not true. We'll always make sure that we have this back in stock as fast as we can. But if you do want to get this, you know, and work with it pre-2014, the time to buy it is now. This is the guaranteed delivery that I can give you. That it's going to be before 2014. When before 2014, I've no idea, because oh goodness me, I'm sure that the posties don't have an idea of when they're delivering these days. No. I'm sure their hours are very, very long. My husband's father is a postman, and 12-hour days and walking for 20 miles, I think he did the other day. Wow. It's a very, very busy time for our posties, so let's look after them. If you've got a cup of tea or maybe just a biscuit that you can leave for them, I'm sure they'd appreciate it.
Yeah, definitely. All the couriers are working so hard. Last time I saw my courier, he was due to finish at 5 to midnight.
Oh, bless him.
And he'd been on since some silly o'clock in the morning. Yeah.
Bless them, so busy, so busy.
So.
Check out this combination. How many have we, is that it gone? The DVD, not many left. We've still got a few. Just stay on the lines. For those of you who've purchased, stay on the lines for me. We are processing your call as fast as we can. Look at all of the different techniques that you can apply. We will show you technique. We'll give you a little bit of a demo of what you're going to gain on the DVD. But before I do that, I need to just do this, don't I?
You do.
This is again a last of stock, and we're back to our braiding DVD on Monday with this matrix box. I'm again just highlighting the fact, and we do think that what happened is with both of these deals, everybody picked up the phone at the same time. A lot of people hit, Kim's just saying that she's already got queues on the lines for this matrix, because it's probably the people who missed out on Monday. Mm-hmm. What happened, we think, on both of these is that we had so many people on the phone lines that then people were getting through to an engaged tone, and when they got through to the engaged tone, they then thought, oh, I'm not going to have a chance, and then they didn't try again. And so the quantity that we have left probably would have been sold out, but the only reason that we have is because actually we had such an influx at exactly the same time that we couldn't process everybody's call, and some people just figured that they'd missed out. So if you thought you'd missed out on this deal, if you didn't get this and you wanted it, and I know there was a lot of people, there was a couple of emails, there's a couple of people talking about it on Facebook, I've been told, that quite simply had just gone, I really wanted this, but I just didn't get the chance, it was too busy on the lines. Fair dues, we're giving you the last of stock now, the DVD, last of stock, and this one here. This is it. This is your This is your mass findings matrix pack, because you've got there your finishings for your kumihimo, for your braids, things like adding in the pendant links as well to go on your braid, so you can add in something different. Also your clasp to finish off, all of your spacer beads, your jump rings. It includes shepherd hooks as well. It includes clasps. I've got everything that I've described. Oh, it's got the little ends as well, the cord bead, like the little bell ends that you've got there, like the cord finishings. You've got heart-shaped.
Oh, you've got some lovely heart-shaped charms in there as well. Oh, and there's those little the flat charms as well, isn't there?
Oh, the flat charms. I forgot about those.
You can't forget about those.
How did I forget about them? Okay, I'll show you those first. There's your little heart-shaped, and they're actually drilled through the center. Can you see there? So it's through the cleft of the heart. Okay, so that's those. And on top of that, where are they? Where are they? Oh, they're here. I was thinking, oh, where are they gone? Where are they gone? Who's pinched them? Oh, these are funky, and I can't believe you're getting this. And these is just another pot. Each pot is going to store something different. Each pot is going to be something that you're going to love. Those crescent moons, hearts and flowers and stars all together in one pack. And that's just in one other tub. You're getting all of these individual findings for one price tag, and the price tag, I know for a lot of people, is what made this such a bewildering deal, something that perhaps you weren't expecting us to do. The price tag on this deal is just £15.95.
Wow. So you've got 20 pots in there, so that's less than £1 a pot.
Yep.
And the storage.
Well, it's well less than £1 a pot though, really, isn't it?
Because this sort of storage, I mean, just have a little look for storage of the small storage boxes for doing things like storing, you know, your smaller 2mm beads in, your crimp cup beads, your crimp covers. You know, that's the sort of storage you need to have for those sorts of findings. You don't want them migrating all over the place. No. And sometimes they get a little bit lost in bigger storage boxes, and maybe you don't want to take up that much space with them. These are brilliant. And these storage solutions cost an absolute fortune out in the marketplace. So you've got that thrown in for that price.
£15.95 is all you pay. We've worked it out at around about 80 pence, did you say, Ki? 80 pence each pot, and the storage for free. 80 pence for each pot. Now I want you to try and think. I'm going to ask the question and I know the answer. Would you go to any of your craft shops? You know, those big warehouses where they offer you hobbies and craft facilities, you know, those kind of... Would you go to any of those places, anywhere, and pay 80 pence and get anything like this kind of quality of finishing touches?
If you could find them, you wouldn't get them for that price. The chances are you won't find them because they don't stock the variety and the different types of findings that are stocked here. You might get shepherd hooks. You might get one type in two different types of metal type finishings. You won't get
80 pence.
I find it so difficult to find chain.
80 pence for the chain.
I know.
Absolutely incredible. If you want it, it's yours for the taking. It's busy, busy, busy on those lines. Please do be patient with us. We'll process your call. And if you missed out on Monday, you know what you have to do. You just need to be patient. You just need to, when you see something that you like, especially on this channel, if you see something you like, just go for it. You know, you've got your money back guarantee. You've got nothing to lose. Go for it while you can. Loads of people. Anne and Catherine, congratulations. Kathleen and Linda. Lots of new buyers as well, giving it a go. You're going to show us a technique, aren't you? What are you going to show us?
I'm going to show you the flat half hitch braid.
Flat half hitch braid.
Yes, and I've started it off, and this one's got 6 cords, but you can do as many as you want. The more you do, the wider the braid will end up. I don't know if you can see that. I've tried to do it in two sort of brightish colours. Of course, that's what was in my kit, which is great.
Oh yes, because this is what you...
Yeah, of course. I haven't really got very far with my kit, but it's coming.
We've been talking.
I know. And you're going to do the same knot the whole way through this braid, and it is the forward knot.
Okay.
And it's explained on the DVD, so I'm going to show you now how to do that. And you work. I always work from left to right because that's the way I prefer to do it. But you can work the opposite way, and if you do work the opposite way, you're going to use backwards knots instead of forwards, because what we want to do is make our threads go across the whole way across. And how we do that to make the forward knot is you make a number 4. Like that over your thread, and then you take, and this thread's going to be your holding thread, so I'm going to hold on to that, and I'm just going to grab my thread from underneath and pull it over the top. And you do 2 of these for every knot.
2 of those for every knot.
So that makes a forward knot, 2 of those actions. And then you're going to pull that up, and that's your first one. So now that holding thread moves over to the left, and I pick up the next thread to my right hand side, which is a yellow one, and that's now going to become my holding thread for this knot. And again, I'm going to make the 4, and I'm going to put my finger underneath and pull the tail through. And again, that's 1 forward knot. Is 2 of those, like that. And you always want to take your thread upwards to tighten the knot, because pushing it out to the side won't tighten it up enough. Just take it over the top. And you carry on moving until you get
so it's just keeping that active thread moving all the time, isn't it?
Yeah. So your knotting thread's moving from the left to the right, and you just keep picking up the next holding thread, the thread that's on your board, to the right. So you just keep picking up. So you start off with this one, then that one, then that one, then that one, then that one.
Yeah.
And it's always the same knotting thread. And the knotting threads now, you'll see it's moving from the left hand side all the way over to the right hand side. So this is the last of my holding threads. I'll pick it up, 2 forward knots. And now what was over here is now over here.
Yeah.
And that now goes down to become the last of the holding threads. I will then pick up the furthest left again and start using that as my knotting thread over the 5 threads that are there.
Okay.
And that's the next row. And you can see that whatever colour your knotting thread is the row that you're going to get of colour coming next. So in this instance it's the darker green, and if I start doing the forward knots again, you'll see that now the dark green is coming into that row. And again, it's all forward knots, so no knot changes, nothing difficult. And then you can see that this next row is now building. You see how quite quickly it's building up. And I find personally that I don't tie my holding threads down to my macrame board unless I'm leaving it for any length of time, and then I would put them in the slots at the bottom just to keep them in order. And there you can see that now we have a dark green row. And you would just literally carry on picking up the next thread from the left hand side and using it as your knotting cord all the way across.
And would that then make it, would it like start to go this way? Would it start to angle off?
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't normally have put my clasp on before I started. I would normally just knot the top of this.
Yeah.
Because then I can get my clasp in on the first row. What I did was I just started, actually, I took this one, this number 2 thread, and I actually just tied 1 forward knot, and then I picked up this one and tied 2 forward knots. And I picked up the this one and then tied 3 forward knots just to get that angle started to go at the beginning.
Yep.
But once you've got it going like it is now, you just literally carry on, and you will literally go down the whole braid, adding, taking the thread from the left hand side, working it across until it becomes right on the far right hand side, and start again. It's almost like if you remember old-fashioned typewriters when you used to type, and then sling it back. It's almost like that. You tie your knots until you get to one end, and then you go back and you start at the other end.
Yeah.
So if you just get that little visual, it might help you just remember where you're going with it. But yeah, I used to like typing on those.
Oh, I did. I used to like the sound.
Yeah. Used to have fingers like with real muscles.
Yeah, you had to do it really hard. Yeah. And then they introduced the electric typewriters when you press you could press delete. So if you mistyped, you could go back and it would stab some Tipp-Ex on. Oh, yeah. Remember? And then that was a revolution at that in our time,
you had those
wasn't
little
it?
sheets that you could put in.
Yes.
And you went back a space and then typed again, and it took you down.
I forgot about those little sheets. That's brilliant remembering. Oh, I love it. Right, we've got plenty more deals to look forward to. But just retrospective.
Just shows how old I am.
Just goes to show how old we are, I think, Sarah. We have lots of deals to look forward to. Mike's gone, you did what? What's a typewriter? What is that thing that you are calling about a typewriter? You had a typewriter.
My parents used one.
Your parents had a typewriter. Yeah, whatever.
I love that.
Yeah, that just goes to show the generation difference. My parents had a typewriter. I mean, I don't even know whether my daughter would know what a typewriter is now. My daughter wouldn't have a clue.
Stopped making them in Europe, haven't they? The last factory that made the manual
Have
typewriters.
they stopped using? Have they stopped making them?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a bit
I
sad.
think they still make them in the developing world, but they've stopped making them in Europe. I know they have.
Do you know what I think I should do? I should buy one just for the
nostalgia.
Yeah,
Yeah.
my children to type like that. Oh, that would be brilliant, wouldn't it? Right then, straight on. Where should we go? Oh, ooh, this is nice. Oh, we're definitely going for that little black dress, glamorous, luxury feel, perhaps a suit and an outfit for you going out for perhaps to work, or maybe just dressing up a simple, I mean, I've got a very simple top on today, maybe just dressing up the neckline to give it a little bit of a lift. That's what you've got here. Multi-strap bracelets I can see in this. Do some nice wrapping. Of course, we've just given you the chance to get your braiding DVD, giving you the chance to get the finishing touches with the findings and the cord ends. Now you actually need that luxury to add to your jewellery potential within the gemstones and of course the cord, and you've got it here in abundance. You've got 20 meters, I beg your pardon, 20 meters of your wax cord. We're adding in alongside this, you're also going to get 4 lots of gem strands. That includes your black agate hearts and your bicones, and 2 lots of each in total. If you want to join us on this, we're going to do you something special. This is what you would classify as a mega bundle deal. This is what you'd really see as a true potential in jewellery making opportunity, especially if you've got the matrix box of all the findings. You've really got the chance to add another layer. If you've got even just 1 or 2 of those little charms, perhaps for example the likes of the crescent moons or the stars or the suns, you use just 2 or 3 of those to add a little bit of sparkle against that lustrous intensity from the black gems. You're just gonna get some extremely beautiful jewellery, and you've got the chance to get this deal. It is gonna be another big deal offer. The price you should be paying on this deal is £26, with bicones and hearts being some of our most popular shaped gemstones to work with. We've put them together with an essential cord combination, and your price tag, it is very, very impressive for us to be able to do a deal like this one. You have got here a lot of jewellery making potential for one very small price. The price you should be paying is £26. The price you're actually paying is £14. Now that's the kind of deal that you know you tune into. If you want to join us, you can do so on the phone lines. You can join us on the web if you prefer at www.jewellerymaker.com. We don't mind how you do it, we just don't want you to miss out. Oh, it is a free phone number as well. 0800 644 655 is the number to dial. Whichever way you're going to join us, add to your order as many times as you like. That 1 P&P that you're paying, it is just a case of maximising on as many times as you like to purchase. We have no restrictions, we have no boundaries on how many times you purchase from us within that postage and packing, and so you may as well make the most of it right now. £14 is all you pay for 4 feature strands, including bicones and hearts, and of course the moment you say those shapes, they are definitely the most popular of colourings, and the most popular of shapings and popular of colour that you can work with in your jewellery, and then adding in the wax cord, which is for many people an essential to any of your braidings, your macrames and your kumihimos. £14 is all you pay. Massive congratulations on that deal. Should have been 26, you got it for 14. That's the kind of deal. Now if I kept this combination out and I just put these alongside it, very complementary combination, very complementary indeed, where you've got the wax cord matching against the blacks, but then match those blacks against these amazing shades of dusky blush, bashful almost pinks. You've really got something rather resplendent about that combination, haven't you? Especially with the bicones and the hearts, because you've got the chance to get that detail in terms of shape. That shape is matched because this is something different thanks to this strand. Great combination, great combination. Let me show you here. Brand new opportunity. An opportunity. Wow. It's a strand I've never seen before, brand new to me, and I tell you what, it is going to rock out at the price that we're going to take this to. You have got here 500 carats of fuchsia agate. 500 carats of fuchsia agate. I genuinely have got to highlight this as an outlandish opportunity. Now you have got the detail of that banding where you've got the clear quartz layering on top, and often is the case you'll talk about agate being the horse rock to the quartz forming. If you ever hear like of gemologists talking about the formation of gemstones, many's the time they'll talk about the horse rock. That's almost the foundation rock that then the crystals form upon. Agate can be a foundation rock as well as being a crystal formation gem. So you've got that mix here. It's a delightful mix, especially in some of the pieces where you've got that real understanding of how you've got the base and then the formation of the gem on top. You can see again on this one the same principles, the base and then the crystal, then the base and then the crystal, all of those naturally forming together. Glorious opportunity here. I don't think you're going to get this price tag. 500 carats. 500 carats. For just £5.95. Genuine gemstones, impact gemstone jewellery. That's what you've got the chance to be able to create. £5.95. Every single one is totally unique. Every single one shows you how Mother Nature forms the horse rock of the agate against that crystal formation of the quartz. If you want to join us, you've got to do so on those phone lines right now on 0800 644 655. Join us at JewelleryMaker.com. It's another add it to your order delight. I mean, it goes well with so many of the deals that we've already done. I have people multi-buying on this, and rightly so. I've got people who see the potential and think to themselves, well, if I'm going to do it, I may as well do it properly and get it in the right quantity, including buyers who are buying four of these strands. But that still is what, just over £20. It's a great deal. It's a big opportunity, and of course you can join us on that free phone number at the bottom of the screen. You can join us on the web. Congratulations, lovely to have your company. Kathleen in Cumbria, Gillian's there in Hampshire, Eileen's joined me in Derbyshire, Patricia's in Bristol, Angela's in Norfolk. Congratulations to you. RL in Yorkshire, Anonymous Buyer in Kent. Everybody who's picking up the phone right now, we see you there and we're processing your call. Anybody who wants to join me on the web, you can do so at JewelleryMaker.com. £5.95 is all you pay. It's lovely to see everybody joining in. It's so lovely to see this, the graphics when they come in, you kind of go, wow, isn't it exciting that there's loads of people who are doing exactly the same thing, seeing the potential of what we're offering and responding accordingly by picking up the phone or joining us on the web. Of course, the different ways to do so here with us. You can purchase at JewelleryMaker.com and add to your basket, or of course picking up the phone on that free phone number, getting through to our fantastic award-winning customer service team, and they'll process your call as fast as they can for £5.95. Massive congratulations on that one. It's a big one. It's a biggie. It's a biggie. We've had some big deals and we've still got to come. I haven't even had the chance to show you the Morganite that I've got coming up. Fabulous Morganite strand. Exquisite gemstone. Glorious gemstone of choice. Coming your way. But not just yet. Now, I think I'm right in saying that last week we did have, no, it was Monday, we had a quantity that was just less than the quantity that we have. But this is most certainly one of the smallest quantities that I've put to wear. I think on Monday I did have one that had a smaller quantity, but this is on the cusp of being one of the smallest quantity-based kits that we have put to wear. It's not very often that we'll get this limited availability. But I guess in some ways we make the decision when we've got such a lovely combination of gemstones to put together, why wouldn't we do it? Why wouldn't we put these together? Now you've got here 4 feature strands. That's 4 feature strands of gemstones. And just take a look at how well they bring together Mother Nature's pattern and print and colouring. Labradorite faceted rounds in your 4mm, match alongside your fancier gate plain rounds in your 4mm. Then alongside your 4mm of your shell pearl frosted rounds. And to top it all off, you get your 4mm blue impression jasper cubes. The 4mm is a versatile size because it can be used as a spacer bead, but it can also be used as a feature bead. You could multi-bead these into the likes of a nice beady bead, which is, of course, a bead that is created from smaller beads. You could create something really strong with this kind of 4mm combination. Get a real nice delight of colour mix as well from this complement. And you've got that chance here, 4 strands within this one complement, including the loveliest of simple strands of labradorite. Very popular gemstone. Be interested to find out what in the awards in just a few days' time, what price we could do on this gemstone related to its popularity. Kim says, what are you trying to suggest, Vicky? I'm saying that you know as well as I do that this is a very popular gemstone of 2012, and I'm looking at Kim, my producer, I'm just looking at her going, you know that this has been a very, very popular gemstone this year as well. We don't know the results of the awards just yet. We'll find that out on the 31st of December, but I will say to you that to my thinking, labradorite's still got to be what, top 5 at least?
Oh, definitely. Very popular because it's so versatile. It works for males, females, it works for your younger audience as well, and you can use it with so many other gemstones. So it's just so versatile, and I think that's what really sells it to a lot of people, plus the visual quality of it. I mean, you know, to have that Labrador essence coming through, to have that sort of secret within almost, and when you get it, you just turn it into the right light, that's it. And I think that's a real powerful selling point about a gemstone. And you can say to people that, you know, oh, well, you know, I don't really like gemstones or this, you know, you get a lot of people who sort of need to be sort of switched a little bit towards the gemstone world. When you show them labradorite and say, tell me a synthetic that can do that. Show me a synthetic that has that quality, that beauty, and then that extra secret. Yeah. And they just melt. They become absolute fans of gemstones.
And rightly so. And rightly so, because this is so much potential in one strand, let alone the 4 strands that you're getting. Impression jasper really popular as well. I'm going to add in your beading thread and all your monofilament. I'm going to add in your satin cord as well. So you're getting 2 lots of your satin cord. Just check that I'm getting this right when I say 5 meters of each. I believe I am. 10 meters, isn't it? Oh, beg your pardon, I said 5 and I meant to say 10, and somewhere in the back of my mind I don't know what was happening. 10 meters of each of your satin cord. So 10 meters, that's 20 in total. We're also adding in your silver plated copper findings pack. I have told you that our findings packs are changing from 2014. So in the coming weeks, you will be seeing something different going on. So if you like findings packs like this, make the most of them while they're in kits at a price like I'm about to do. There's not many deals like this that can be matched. We are bringing you here a kit that combines 4 strands of genuine gemstones, 20 meters of satin cord, all your threads, and 98 pieces of silver plated copper findings, all for £17.95. £17.95. Look at how much you're getting. Look at the quantity. Look at the ingredients. That is not right. Sarah's just said it for me. Sarah's just said that's not right. What is that about? £14.95. No, 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 that can't be right. What do you mean, yeah? Oh my goodness me, I am so pleased that Paula's not upstairs. Paula's our boss, and I tell you what, she wouldn't be upstairs, she'd be down in that gallery if she was in the building. £14.95. I tell you what, the power The power has gone to Kim's head. Literally, I've got the power. Hey, she's like that. She's doing Running Men. She's got the power. I got the power. Ding, 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 ding. You do the Running Man, don't you? When that song comes on, you have to. There's not another move that you could do to that song. I got the power. Can't really do it in high heels.
I can't do it in flats.
I got the power. Moving on.
Hello.
Had a little dance there. Made myself happy. Ooh.
I know.
That's pretty.
Yeah, take the squares and make rounds.
Oh, that's really pretty.
Yeah, just something completely a little bit different.
Oh, yeah.
But I like to do that with gemstones, because sometimes you see a gemstone and you think of squares, cubes, you get in your mindset that that's it. And then
It's not.
It's not, because you can make, with a square, with these little cubes, you can make all of the same things you would make with a round. They just look edgy. And so if you do like a beaded bead with them, they take on a completely different look. It gives you that real, just a complete, almost like an industrial feel to them somehow. You know, when you get sort of sharp concrete corners and things like that, it sort of gives you that real edgy sort of feel to it. I love that. I just love the fact that you can do so many different things with them.
And the interesting thing is that I don't know whether we've got it available, but I did do a little presentation. Did a PowerPoint presentation today on the lengths of necklaces.
Yeah.
Because I think we often talk about different lengths, but we just talk about length in terms of measurements. But actually, each length of necklace has its own name and its own potential. It's actually, the history of it is all based on, oh, look at this, look at this. I did this. Length of necklaces. Right, there's the choker, and that's a length between 14 to 16 centimetres. Then you've got the dog collar, and that's a choker length formed from multi-strands. Then you've got the graduated strand, and it's strands of gems with smaller ones at the end that graduate to the centre, and with the largest one in the middle. Then you've got the princess necklace. Now this is when it gets interesting, because when you're starting to do your different lengths of necklaces, if you apply this information, then actually you become much more eloquent in being able to describe the lengths of your jewellery in a professional way. So if you said to a professional or a jewellery connoisseur, I'm using the princess necklace, they'll instantly know that that's a 40 to 50 centimetre length necklace, or a 16 to 20 inch necklace. Then you've got the matinee necklace, and that's your 50 to 66 centimetres, and that's that mid length really, almost. Then we're going opera style necklace. Now the opera necklace is your full drops, and that is your 70 to your 90 centimetre drop. Then you also have your rope necklace, which then gives the full drop almost down to the midriff, and that's your 100 centimetres. And then to finish it all off, you've then got what is called the tossade, and the tossade is when you oh look, I haven't spelled strand right. Drat. I was doing so well. That PowerPoint presentation was going so well until I noticed I did a spelling mistake. But yes, your tossade is when you mix up and you do your multi-strands and you twist them. And so if you use those kind of vocabularies of describing the drops, then actually you're giving yourself that sense of understanding jewellery in terms of it's much more of a, I guess, a professional way in some ways.
And there are terms that, as people who wear jewellery, we know, but they kind of get a little bit lost, a little bit sort of, messed up a little bit. And it's nice to sort of, you know, especially if you do jewellery parties and you do little talks beforehand, to have that knowledge and to be able to then say to the, you know, to your audience that what lengths you've got, and give them their proper terminology, which is great.
Especially when things like the princess drop, because they're called the princess drop because they naturally sit around the décolletage to highlight the length of the neck and to highlight the shoulders, and that's because princesses only ever wear that to give that stature to their neckline. That's where it first derived from. The opera necklace was only ever worn, that length of opera necklace was only ever worn to go to the opera in the Victorian era. So that's where it comes from. So the history of it's actually really rather interesting when you start to look at it. So anyway, I digress. So what are you going to show us?
Princess line's not working on mine.
So what are you going to show us?
The bracelet you're wearing.
Yay!
Yay! I was thinking, where's it gone? Where's it gone? Sorry, I'm wearing it. And this is using both the grey and the blue satin cord beautifully next to each other. So what I've done is I've taken a piece of my beading thread and I've added on some of my gemstones.
Yeah.
And these are the jaspers, I believe.
Yeah.
And I love these, and I've just gone for the randomness because I think that's great, just go for it. And I've added on 2 little crimp beads at the top here, which is going to help my ribbon clasp grasp my beading thread, give it more to hold on to. And I've got one length of about 60 centimetres of each of the steel and the blue. And I'm just going to take those and I'm literally going to put them in. I always get asked how to do all these sorts of things, and all I've done is literally sandwich them on top of each other. I'm going to use my ribbon clasp, which come in the kit, and I'm just going to put those inside the well. If I tip that over, can you see, just like that? And then what I prefer to do is I prefer to bring both sides together using my flat nose pliers, bring both sides together at the same time, so I almost end up with like a V shape. The reason I do that is it just stops everything popping out the top. And then take one side over, and then get that hand in the right direction, and then with your flat nose pliers take the other side over. And then I spend a lot of time at home making sure I get these really flat. I go over the whole length with my pliers on both sides, and that means that you get uniform coverage of the tension inside the ribbon clasp to hold everything. Yeah. So, and I always do, before I make my bracelets, do the little tug test. Just make sure that nothing's moving around in there, because there's nothing worse than you get all the way to the end and then you go to take your clasp off and everything pops off. No. Which you shouldn't do, but you know, unless you've got that even coverage. And then what I use is a piece of beading thread, and I go through the hole in the ribbon clasp, not the jump ring, because the hole in the ribbon clasp is stronger than the jump ring, and I don't want to pull the jump ring out of shape while I'm working. So I just picked the strongest bit of the clasp to attach it to my macrame board. So that's the mechanism of doing that, and you'll do that in the opposite way at the other end. And then the strand with my beads is my lazy strand, and I'm just going to leave that in the middle. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to work from each side, and I'm going to go on the outside of my lazy strand each time and make a knot. So again, it's making that loop, and we're going to go underneath the lazy strand and pull up the knot. And then we're going to do it on the opposite side. So it's 1 and 1. We're not making those full half hitch knots this time. We're just going and doing 1 on each side. And you'll soon see that it starts to build up. And this is just, you're going to make it like about half an inch piece of just thread, because I like to leave the back of my bracelets just with thread if possible, not have beads, because if you were a computer worker you rest on your wrists, and then it means that you can get a mark under here. So you know, if you've got people that mark on that, so you carry on doing that for about an inch. Yeah. And then what you do to bring the beads up is you just add a bead, and then you take the strand that's next in turn to be done, which is in this case is the blue, and then pull that up. And the action is to literally pull the thread up to get that nice and tight. And then you're just going to do the same on the other side. And again, I pull it down first and then I pull it up, and it just seems to sort of take all the tension out of the thread. Yeah. And then you do another one. So this one's 2 knots, if you like, 1 on either side between each of the gemstones. And then you just pop the next one up.
And that's it?
That's it.
Just keep on building it up like that?
Yeah, keep building it up.
Job done.
Told you I don't do difficult.
Well, of course, you just got to remind yourself that this one kit was £14.95, and that's one piece of jewellery, but not obviously the only piece of jewellery. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pieces of jewellery to be achieved for £14.95, and each one of them a beautiful quality of a finishing touch, especially when you get the satin cord. It's going to add that luxury, isn't it?
It really feels lovely.
£14.95 is already paid. Plenty more deals. In fact, let's do an add it to your order offer now. If you've just got this, I've literally got 1 or 2 left on this kit. So if you want it, it's still available, but it is just 1 or 2 available. £14.95. If you want to join us, thank you, Sarah.
You're welcome.
You can add to your order this next deal, and I do think that they go hand in hand. They are an absolute essential to go alongside. I mean, if I just hold the bracelet that Sarah's just made alongside the gemstones, you'll see what I mean by they match just perfectly. Look at that, just complements so very well against that backdrop of the agate rounds, and then of course you've got the labradorite in that kit. All of this combination, plus the thread. Sorry, I've just been told the price, and I don't know where I don't know where she's getting it from. I don't know where she's devising these prices from. It's just extraordinary today. You have here 2 strands now, of which you've got an essential strand of labradorite. If I profile these, you'll understand why they're then essential, because we don't see this kind of cut very often on this gemstone. You normally see it in a different formation than the one that you're seeing it like so. You see, it's that princess, that profile of almost like a perfect, brilliant round cut gemstone. I've got a real chance and a half on these, because you've got your top, they're drilled at the very tip of the stone, so you've got this chance to make almost solitaire jewellery thanks to the way that we've set these. Then on top of that, you've also got your rounds, and those are your shell pearl frosted rounds. They're 10mm in size. Then on top of that, you've got your satin cord. You've got your royal blue and your silver satin cord, and that's all together with a 1 price offer. 1 price offer. The labradorite alone is £6.95. The bundle together is £8.95. Try and do the maths on that one, and it doesn't add up. It does not equate to what we're about to do. Labradorite for £6.95, just £2 extra. It's almost, in some ways, you get the extra strand, those beautiful frosted shell pearl. You get the frosted shell pearl for £2 and the satin cord for free. That's probably the best way I would work it out. I mean, it's the only way that it just doesn't make a lot of sense to do it that way, because it doesn't make sense at that kind of price. It's not going to hang around on this deal. It's not going to be, you know, a kind of bundle that you'll see in 2 or 3 weeks' time. It is one of those one-off offers, especially with the labradorite. The labradorite alone is £6.95. And as I say, there's a potential to see these, because of the way they've been faceted and drilled, there's a chance to see it as just a single solitaire. Just like that, a little bit of wire work detail, and hey presto, you've got yourself something good looking from one of many within a whole strand of popular, and it is a very popular gemstone. That's for your taking £6.95 for the strand. Add another £2, and that's perhaps you just pay for the £2 goes for the strand, and then you get the beauty of the satin cord for free. If that's the way you want to break, you could do it the other way around, of course. You could get the satin cord for £2 and get the other gem strand for free. Alternatively, you could probably work it out that the labradorite could be free at some point, because the deal is so good that you don't want to miss out on an offer like this one. Congratulations. You're also taking 0800 644 655 is the number to dial. Straight on to your Morganite. And what a Morganite strand it is. It is another limited edition opportunity. It's another exquisitely feminine, sophisticated strand of some of the most breathtaking of gemstones that we have in our vaults. Morganite, often known as the Tiffany gemstone, has a heritage that is steeped in the regard of one of the most boutique jewelers in the world. Tiffany's had this as an exclusive to their shop windows, and now you've got the chance to work with it. It's the luxury of your graduated faceted pear drops, a range of size. It's big, it's 8x5 to 14 by 10 millimeter. It's one of the largest strands that we have here. It's normally about 18 centimeter strands we do of this type of gemstone, but instead we've got a 24 centimeter strand, and it's all yours for one price tag only. 50 carats of Morganite, luxury gemstone, an iconic gemstone. A gemstone that has its history quite simply steeped within its prestige of the boutique jewelers that was an exclusive. Now, really, the price tag that you see on a strand like this and the price you expect to see on a gemstone like this, and even if we don't price research elsewhere and we just go to our own website, then you would be paying close at £30, £27.95, £29.95. That's the kind of price point I would expect to see on this gemstone. And I'm just talking about on our own website. I'm not price comparing. I'm not talking about the price you'd pay elsewhere, because Morganite has such an incredible demand and such a beautiful femininity. And of course, its historical revere to the likes of Tiffany's makes it exceptionally exciting to own. So therefore, lots of people do and are happy to pay a lot of money for a strand like this. You wouldn't expect it to be the price that it is. It's yours for the taking, a limited edition opportunity for just £17.95. Yes, £17, and even on our website right now you could be paying £29.95 for Morganite. We've taken this deal to just £17.95. Don't forget, this is a 24 centimeter strand as well. It's not just the standard 18 like you would expect on a gemstone of this regard. Yours for the taking, classic quality, femininity and luxury, a real sense of perfection to the Parisian pinks. And the femininity of this gem strand is so very obvious when you see it in action. Of course, we've done some fantastic deals today, including your findings with the sterling silver, with a heart-shaped chain. Maybe just using a handful of these as charms against the sterling silver chain would add a luxury edge to any jewelry collection. And such a historically revered stone. When you wear it and you get those compliments, and I know this because I've got Morganite in my own jewelry collection already, the compliments run from, are they pink diamonds, to what gemstone is it? And when you mention that it's the Tiffany gemstone, the eyes, you know, people who you're introducing the gemstone to, their eyes go into like kind of big saucers of wonder, going, wow. Wow, you know, how much did you pay for those? Always is the question that I get asked when I wear my Morganite. How much did you pay for those? You know, people thinking that it's a fortune. Well, mine was definitely more considered a purchase than the price that you're getting for this strand. Definitely much more considered purchase, and that was a staff cost on our sister channel. But you've got the chance to create something rather wonderful here for just £17.95. Beautiful luxury items. Going to go very nicely if you did get those gorgeous white quartz drops earlier on, would go very well complementing against that cascading effect, with the luxury of that sparkle against then the femininity of the more, yes please. Beautiful jewellery and plenty more offers still to come. Don't forget, I've still got a kit with zavorite garnet at its centerpiece, and I've also got for you citrine, plus on top of that I've got my presenter pick, yes, my matrix box of spacer beads. They're going to rock out, coming up soon. Hello to Jill in Bedfordshire, and she says, not entered the Wall of Fame for a while and thought I would send in my latest set. I have an outfit for Christmas but had no jewellery to match, so made this set with a gate lemon quartz fluorite and all from Jewellery Maker materials. Hope you like it, and fingers crossed I'm lucky this week, and happy Christmas to all of you and all the viewers, and good luck to all the wallers this week. Bless you, Jill, and congratulations, are gorgeous. See, this is the thing, when you've got something that you know you want to wear but you don't have the jewellery to match, don't have to go out and compromise with jewellery elsewhere. You can actually just go for the jewellery that you want to wear by making it yourself. So gorgeous. Thank you, Jill. 296.
297. Ooh. This is from Jackie. She said, hi, hit all at Jewellery Maker. Here is my entry for this week. A necklace made with rose quartz wire and wax cord, all from Jewellery Maker. I really would like a win. So much I need, but my bank keeps saying no.
Yeah.
And she says she sold this one off to a friend. So Merry Christmas to all, and that's from Jackie. Jackie, I'm sure your friend's really, really happy with that piece. It's gorgeous.
Fabulous. I have got Bernadette in Glasgow. She says, I'm sending in my attempted polymer clay pendants, the wire work and wire work. Hope everyone has a nice Christmas and New Year, and my look might change and I get a win. Hopefully, Bernadette. Glorious. They're funky, aren't they?
Yeah,
really funky.
When I first looked sideways, I thought they were solar quartz. Do you know the solar quartz we had? The watermelon solar quartz that had that
I
sort
have to
of
agree with you. I don't know whether that's... Something says to me that that's... I might be wrong, but... Because that said pendants and that's earrings. I have to apologise. I don't know whether that's the right one, Amelia. Only based on the fact that's the earrings and it says a pendant. Apologies, Bernadette. It might be that we've got the wrong photograph to the wrong email, but we'll get it checked up, and apologies for that.
I've got I know.
Wow.
Cleopatra style here. Look at this. $299.
Gorgeous.
This is my absolute
wow
style of jewellery. I absolutely.
Gosh.
If you're gonna wear it, you know, and make
Absolutely.
a wow factor.
Wow.
She said, this is from Suzanne. She says, hi, Jewellery Maker. This is my entry for this week. It's been made out of a pyrite kit I bought earlier in the year. Wore it on Saturday night when I went out for a Christmas meal with my sister and felt really glam.
I bet.
Sue Griffin in Stoke-on-Trent, I am sure you are the centre of attention because that is absolutely gorgeous.
Oh, that's a beautiful piece of jewellery. And matching in terms of beautiful, but in a totally different way, is Nicola with her entry. She says, I recently returned from a holiday from Tahiti. Oh, how dreadful for you, Nick. Oh, it must have been so dreadful for you. So jealous. She says, and I was lucky enough to be able to buy some beautiful Tahitian pearls while I was there. I was shocked at how expensive they were, but after visiting a pearl farm and learning all about these beauties, I can understand exactly why they cost so much to buy. I wanted to make some jewellery for the girls in my friends and families, featuring a Tahitian pearl, so I came up with this design. I made the little charms from silver art clay and personalised the charm necklace with a stamped initial. I hope you like them. Oh, I do. I think they're fab. I think that's wicked. I think it's a great idea and a lucky lady to have visited Tahiti. I have actually said to our bosses, if they need anybody to film over in Tahiti, I'm comfortable with doing that.
I'll come hold your suitcase or something.
Will you? Thanks, thanks. 300 you are, Nicola, and good luck, and thank you for sharing that. As I say, wouldn't mind going to those archipelago lagoons.
No, it's a hard job, but someone's got to do it.
Isn't it? Great to have your company today, and really nice to know that we've got some big deals still to look forward to. The Matrix box, my presenter's pick, plus on top of that, your zavorite garnet kit. That's a bit of a blinder, isn't it?
I know. I've got one part of it made now, so I'm feeling, I can relax a little bit. I've got part of it made, but you're working me too hard today.
I'll do my best. Lots more to look forward to. Don't go anywhere, plenty of treats still to come.
The Jewellery Maker Wall of Fame is where you get to showcase your skills as a jewellery designer. And each week, one lucky entrant will win £100 credited to their Jewellery Maker account, and the runner-up receives £50. If you want to enter your design, just send a photo to studio@jewellerymaker.com, or you can post your photos to Wall of Fame, The Genuine Gemstone Company, Unit 2D, Eagle Road, Moonsmote, Redditch, B989HF.
Jewellery Maker ships to the following countries. We offer 2 delivery services, standard and premium. So wherever you are in the world, Jewellery Maker are never far away. This year, Jewellery Maker will be live 9 AM to 1 PM on Christmas Day. Oh, come on, guys. You can't get out of working Christmas Day. Ed's excited. Oh, look at him. What a guy. No turkeys were harmed in the making of this video.
Do you need a helping hand to get started with Jewellery Maker? Are you stuck for ideas and need inspiration? Then visit our Jewellery Maker website, where you can find our video tutorials. Expand your knowledge and skills with these easy-to-follow jewellery making demonstrations. Whether you're a beginner, hobbyist, or business owner, there's always something new to learn. It couldn't be easier. Simply click and learn some new jewellery making techniques.
We have situations where I have got to just reiterate that our phone lines are open as soon as the graphics are on, and this is one of those situations where I am going to say, if you're going to make your purchase via the phone lines, you need to dial now. The phone lines are open and you are ready to go. Please, if you like this, I've already got purchases taking this one on the web. I've already got web buys. Now don't forget, if you're dialing on the phone lines, it will take longer to process your call than those who are joining us on the web who do one click. And that's why I'm saying the phone lines and the web is now open for this deal. Whatever quantity I have, it's probably not going to be enough based on the reaction that we have had. I've got to highlight the fact, I mean, just listening to the sound is good looking, but I tell you what, this is what it's all about. This is a tremendous jewellery making potential. There is a lot of people who are there already and guaranteeing that this is going to be their deal. You've got your silver finish, your black finish, your gold finish, and your rose gold finish. You've got approximately 700 individual spacer beads within this one deal. Look at that lovely mix. Your brass beads are in silver gold, rose gold, and black finish as well. I will get out the pots just so you can see them individually, but just to highlight the fact that each one of these pots, oh, I love those. Oh, they're going to add some really nice, I mean, that's just one pot's worth, handful, and you're getting 5 of each colour, so that's 20 pots in total, 5 of the black finish, silver, gold and rose gold finish, all in one look, one dynamic. As you can see, they're not just plain, they're not just the plain spacer beads, they are decorative spacer beads. Let me just pick one up so you can see the detail that's been put here. Flying out, and rightly so. Can you see how you've got the lovely little indent, almost like a little engraving, a meandering river over the surface of that stardust effect on these spacer beads. Oh my goodness me, people buying multiple packs on this, including buyers in Cheshire and goodness me. Congratulations to you all. Tracy, Kathleen, Carol, Gillian, Margaret, Jennifer, Sheila, Lynn, Eileen, Stephanie, Sharon, anonymous buyer in Gloucestershire. Congratulations, Arlene, Rosemary, Angela. Everybody who's on the phone lines, congratulations to you. It's a lot of spacer beads. Whoa. A lot of spacer beads in each one of these pots. In each one of these pots, you're getting a quantity. I can say we're giving an average quantity of 700. I wonder if I hold them like this, whether they're not going to fall out. And of course, it's not just that you're gaining the findings, you're gaining the presentation box as well. And Sarah's already picked up on this, that actually storing things like your smaller findings, your crimp beads and things like that, is actually quite challenging, because you want to make sure that they're easy access, but they're organized so that you know when you want them, you can grab them. You could do that if you had a storage box like this to present all of your other additional findings as well. So once you've used your spacer beads, you've then got plenty of chance to add add to these boxes with all of your other findings and even more spacer beads, I would expect. It's busy, busy, busy on the phone lines, and congratulations now to go out to Leslie, to Wendy, to Vera, to Suzanne, to Julia, Caroline, Christine. I've already got a third of the stock allocated on this deal, and lots of people still to be answered on the phone lines. It is a free phone number that you're dialing on 0800 644 655, or you can join us at JewelleryMaker.com. We're live, and this deal is based on a live offer. I cannot offer this as a static deal on our website. So if you're going to make your purchase, you make your purchase now at this price tag. And to be honest, it's not going to hang around to go onto the website, because I do believe this will sell out within today's show. It's my presenter pick, and it's my Matrix collection selection with the brass bead stash, including your diamond cut frosted rounds of your brass beads in silver, gold, rose gold and black finish. All yours for one price tag of just $21.95. $21.95. I mean, they're going to go so far. They're going to add so much. 700 spacer beads we're looking at an approximate quantity. And when you say 700 spacer beads, I mean, I can't even guess how many pieces of jewellery that's going to influence. Can you say 700 spacer beads? That's a lot of jewellery making.
I made a Kamihimo piece of neckline piece, and I Kamihimo the centre part with the gems with those, and I used 48.
Really?
So, and that went all the way around.
Oh, was that heavy? Was that was
it wasn't the whole neckline, but it was the sort of the
centerpiece.
The centerpiece of the neckline, and it used 48 of those beads. So, you know, you can do so much with them. If you were to make a bracelet like we just did with the last kit, you'd probably use 12. So you're not going to be using tons and tons and tons of them. They're going to last a good time, but they have so much impact because the colour is, you know, the precious metal colours. They really, you know, it's like we're all like magpies. We love those sorts of things, and your eye is just drawn to them. So, you know, you can really take those.
And you said that the size of these internally,
yes.
So the actual internal diameter of the hole is large enough to take the satin cord.
Got your satin cord like this. What you need to do is you just need to get it ready to go through the bead. And what I do is with the end, very naughty, I use something like a tea light, and I actually just run my cord through the heat, and then take my, it's not particularly hot normally, just don't let it melt, just take it through and then run your fingers along it, and it becomes like a needle. If you don't want to use heat, you can use something like a clear nail polish. Take that over and let it dry, and then this becomes much more sturdy, and then you can just take it straight through.
Oh, interesting. Could you do like could you create a beading thread needle? Would that work as well?
You could, but this would then probably be too thick when it's doubled up to go through.
Right.
So, but just using a little bit of heat or some clear nail polish, if you know, if it's a younger person doing it,
just to make it
just to harden that, or you know, if you've got some of the white glue, just some of that, run it over, let it dry. This will become like a needle then, and you can just take it straight through your beads.
Perfect. Yours for the take of it, £21.95. It's a very busy day today. I can say a big hello to Susan in Surrey, Eileen in Derbyshire. Hello to Patricia in Yorkshire, who's bought 2 of these fantastic Matrix boxes. Anne's in Lincolnshire, June's in Dorset, Patricia's in Greater London. Congratulations, Kathleen in Norfolk. Anonymous buyer in Cornwall, Vivian's in London. I've got another buyer in Cornwall, that's Frida. Hello, Frida. I've also got an anonymous buyer in Essex, Magdalene. Congratulations to you in Hertfordshire. I've got Janice who's joined us in the Channel Islands. Can't say it, but it's a lovely place. I've also got Veronica in County Antrim, another beautiful part of the world, and Anne and Cynthia. And Cynthia in Tainanwea. Lovely to have your company to you all. Tainanwea. If you want to join us, £21.95. They're all now practicing their northern accent for us, and they're all, why. If you're gonna get into this game, you're not gonna get on that phone. No.
I might be speaking with more of a northern accent when I come back on Christmas Eve, though.
Yes, because you're going up north.
I am.
Sarah's very excited. She came into the production room this morning. She went, I'm driving up north rather than south after the show. She's all excited.
I am excited. I'm going to see my daddy.
Oh, how lovely. Spend a little bit of Christmas time with your dad. Yeah. Lovely. So it should be. £21.95 you've got for your Matrix collection. And I think perhaps in some ways by doing a deal like this, we need to match it with a deal for your gemstones. Look at this. Wow. Now, this is not just a standard colour of citrine. This is the warmth of what I'd grade between golden citrine and heading towards even Madeira citrine. And that Madeira is like a honey tone with a golden vibrancy, a sunshine of colour. Now, the colours that we're heading towards into spring of 2014 are very much reflected into the gems that you're seeing here. And by taking the colours of not just getting the classic golden or yellows of your citrine, instead of getting much more of the orangey rich tones as well, like a Madeira citrine, then you really are looking at getting the colour of 2014 in springtime vibrancies. Have a look at this. All of the colours that you're seeing here are the colours that are sitting into your spring collection of 2014 in both the fashion and in the jewellery world. You can see there all the colours are very vibrant, but they're rich. They're not just yellow, they're like an orangey yellow. There's somewhere between like a tangerine tone, really.
It's almost sunset, isn't it?
Sunset, yeah, lovely way to describe it. And then actually Mother Nature is being captured beautifully in the likes of a calla lily, and also being caught in fashion, and in a big way fashion. Take a look at this one. Have you seen this amazing dress? Oh my goodness me, it's a dress that I would just love to wear. I'll tell you what, if I could wear that on the awards ceremony, I'd be very happy. Do you reckon I could get that for the awards ceremony?
I think you could get it, but whether you get it behind the desk.
Yeah. That's true, that's true. You have here the colour that really is captured within spring 2014, and then this colour is mixing together the warmth of the golden honey tones against a tangerine citrus, and then the golden crispness of almost a canary diamond. That's the luxury of this gemstone. It's really captivating, a colour range that is second to none for your coming spring selection. It's a quality that I don't want you to lose out on, and of course we've already bought you something rather special thanks to these wonderful clear quartz drops. Now these are all allocated, these have all been purchased today, they were brand new and they have already been bought, but you could see how well they match against each other. That would be a wondrous compliment. What a wonderful way to match alongside the beauty of your clear quartz, but adding in that citrine stand. All together, one price tag. For your citrine, you've got to add, if you've got the clear quartz, and you can do so with just one simple price tag, and that price tag, just £12.95. It's the wonder of potentially having single pendants and then having beautiful drop earrings, or potentially just going for a bib style multi-featured neckline look. If I show you this, that's the wonder of citrine, dazzling. And of course, you know, in fashion, colours come and go, but in the jewellery industry, citrine is never going to go out of fashion. Citrine is always going to be a centrepiece, especially when you see it like this, sitting it into a nice, maybe even a princess style drop, you know, getting that classic against the décolletage princess drop. That really would be wonderful, isn't it? Breathtaking look. If you want to join me, 0800 644 655 is the number to dial. You can join us on the web if you prefer at www.JewelleryMaker.com. You can join us and purchase with either Visa or MasterCard, whichever way you want to. You can add to your order just $2.95 for as many strands, as many ingredients of your jewellery making as you want in one day, whether that's be a kit, whether that be a matrix box, perhaps. Of course, don't forget we did that amazing deal on the wire mesh and the satin cord, which is fantastic. Whatever you've purchased today, every time you can keep on adding and adding and adding to your order a single P&P of £2.95 for standard delivery, £4.95 for your premium delivery. gorgeous, warm, rich colours, and springtime sitting into the wonder of that citrine graduated faceted pear drops. I've got to say hello to everybody who's confirmed on that. I've got a lot of people who are seeing the potential in that deal. Hello June, Patricia, Grace, Vivian, Anonymous Buyer in London, Fatima's joined me in Lincolnshire, congratulations to you, Josephine's joined me in the West Midlands. Everybody who's picked up the phone, you have been successful, you've got to stay on the lines. Now because of course you've got that wondrous citrine, that citrus burst from the warmth of heading towards almost a Madeira citrine within the qualities of that colour, then actually the next kit is a no-brainer of an add it to your order. It's not just a no-brainer based on the colours, but based on the gemstones. Because we're about to offer you zavorite garnet. I have never, ever given a chance within a kit to own zavorite garnet. I've never done anything like this before, ever. And I know categorically because this is a gemstone that I revere. This is a gemstone that from my perspective as a gem collector is a true connoisseur's gemstone. This is what you'd classify, if you've ever heard of Glenn Leary, is one of the world's renowned lapidarists and gem cutters, and he would call this a top drawer gemstone. Top drawer means that he goes to the very highest echelons of his gem selection, and there you would find this gemstone. Zavorite garnet sits at the top of the tree in terms of desirability and beauty. There is very little garnet that could compete. I'd probably sit, maybe if you were lucky, demantoid garnet alongside this regard of garnet. Rajasthan garnet sits in terms of beauty, but this gemstone most definitely is a phenomena for us to offer you. Now, when we start to discover gemstones like this, and this gem was only discovered in the 1960s, so it's one of the newest gemstones coming to the market. It was first found by a gentleman called Campbell R. Bridges. He was a gem hunter, a bounty hunter, but he was also a connoisseur of Mother Nature. When he picked this gemstone up and held it to the light, what do you think he thought he was owning? What did you think that he thought he'd found? Had to be an emerald. Had to be an emerald. The excitement of owning an emerald, the rejoicing of owning and finding a new deposit for the highest regard of emerald. I mean, this would have been emerald that would compete against Colombian emerald, would compete against the world's finest emerald. That's what he thought he'd found. When they then explored this gemstone in terms of crystal formation, of course, they realized that this was one of the rarest forms of garnet. It's a pure form of garnet that I'm offering you here that makes it so very, very exciting. And a gentleman called Richard Wise, and he's probably one of the 20th century's ultimate connoisseurs of genuine gemstones, wrote a book called The Secret of the Gem Trade, and it's the Connoisseur's Guide to Precious Gemstones. And within it, he selects all the gems that he feels are the ultimate precious gemstones, not semi-precious, but precious gemstones. What does he choose? He chooses zavorite garnet. He chooses this gemstone here, and he talks about the rarity of the gemstone in particular, and he talks about how bewildering a gemstone like this is as a find so late on in history, because of course this gemstone was only found in the 1960s, so it is quite a revolutionary gemstone to source. And as I say, from a perspective of rarity, and for somebody like Richard to choose this as a connoisseur's gem, and he doesn't classify this as a semi-precious stone, he's classified this as a precious gemstone, then it really is a significant offer to have in a kit. Not as a single strand like I've just done for the Morganite and for the Citrine and for the Ethiopian opal. That would make sense. But to put this grade of what Richard Wise has classified as a precious gemstone, a connoisseur's stone, in a kit, it's crazy, bewildering, baffling, bamboozling. It does not make sense. And what doesn't make sense is that I'm not just giving you that individual strand in a kit, I'm giving you a feature of citrus vibrancy. I mean, this looks like peridot, but it's not. This is your lemon crackle quartz long chips, 14 by 5 to 22 by 8 millimeter. There's a citrus zing that doesn't take me to lemon, but takes me to lime greens actually with this strand. And then to work alongside it, you have some glorious citrine drops in your nugget size. These are 8 by 8 to 19 by 12 millimeters. So again, another significant combination. If you've got the citrine, those faceted top grade luxury drops, almost like pendant drops, this would be a fabulous way to bring all of those citrus colors together. Now we keep on bringing those colours together, and I've just got to keep on reminding you, this is going to be a limited edition kit because of the zavorite garnet, because this is a one-off exclusive opportunity. I'll just drop in, as you can see there, the colours to match. And I'm just giving you the chance to get all of that citrus wonder, all of that vibrancy. And you know, I've just got to keep on saying, you know, every time we build on these kits, it feels like we're just layering and layering opportunity of jewellery making after opportunity of jewellery making. The satin cord matches perfectly. Of course, the beading thread, etc., matching perfectly. We've got to match. When you're getting zavorite garnet, when you're getting what is classified by Richard Wise in the Connoisseur's Guide to Precious Gemstones. I'll just show you that so that you can see it's not me making the decision this is classified as a precious gemstone. This is, just here, the Connoisseur's Guide to Precious Gems. That's not semi-precious, that's to precious gemstones. And it's here, zavorite garnet. I'll just flip the page so you can see there it says. He's a worldwide renowned connoisseur of gemstones. He's written this book. He's classified zavorite as a precious gemstone, and we've put it in a kit. We couldn't do anything but give you sterling silver in a kit with zavorite garnet because it would be criminal not to. You have got a fantastic feature of 43 pieces of sterling silver, including your chain. That's a heart-shaped chain. You've got your toggle clasp, you've got your lobster claw clasp, you've got your shepherd hooks, all of those additional findings that will really make a difference. You've got all of this and more. I should be, and I know where I should be on this. I should be, to my instinct, asking you to pay for the zavorite garnet alone at least the price that you're going to get for this whole kit. Because it's so rare, it's such a prized gemstone. The whole kit. Everything including sterling silver and your luxury. The only time to get it is now in your zavorite garnet kit is $24.90, not even $27, not even $29.95, but $24.95. I mean, that's almost like a Christmas Day deal, isn't it? That is like a Christmas Day deal.
Definitely. And it's just crazy. Just crazy.
It's zavorite garnet.
And it's such a beautiful strand.
You're enjoying working with it?
I've done what I wanted to do with it, in that I've made it so I can wear it on the neckline and I can wear it as a bracelet as well, because I didn't want it to disappear. So I've kind of done what I wanted to. Probably not how I would do it if I was at home, but under the pressures of the studio, I've done the multifunctional piece. So, but you know, at home I would take so much more time over it because it's such a beautiful strand. It does need the time. You're going to sit and you're going to look at it and you're going to ponder and you're going to draw and then you're going to ponder a bit more. Yeah. And then you'll use it. But it's one of those you're going to think about before you use it. Unfortunately, the pressures of the studio, I think, do something. But you know, at home you're going to take
what you've done actually, because actually what you've said and what you've done is true, is that you want this gemstone to be more than one function, because you want to wear it more than once.
Yeah.
You don't want to wear it in just one occasion for one. Look, you've actually done a full bracelet and then a neckline piece to match. It's a great way to optimise.
I've taken the whole strand and been really naughty and used it all in one go.
Which I wouldn't. That's naughty. I think that's totally acceptable when it's zavorite garnet. But, you know, I think that that's absolutely how it should be.
And I think it just takes on a completely different appearance when you just bring it all together and give it even more prowess, even more sort of statement focal point of the piece by having it all in one piece like that. It just goes even more, such a beautiful gemstone, but it's really shouting now, look at me.
Yeah, it has
and
got
I think
that.
People will look at that and think, if they're not a gemstone, don't have much gemstone knowledge, they'll look at that and think it is emerald, because it has that hue to it. It really does.
Heck, I mean, when it was first found, and Camelot Bridges knows his gemstones inside out. When he held it up, of course it looked like an emerald, but if you've never seen a gemstone like it before and you're holding it up, there's not a green like it that then could compare to anything other than an emerald. So no wonder, you know, with those people, you're quite right, people go, oh, beautiful emerald, oh my goodness me. Actually, something that perhaps many people would classify as much rarer, much more desired in terms of its principles of beauty. Glorious. Congratulations. I've got to move on from this one. I don't really want to, but I have to, because I've got still plenty to fit in and half an hour of the show left to be able to offer plenty more deals, plenty more treats. So let's crack on with shall we do a Christmas sale deal? Christmas sale deal. Oh, that's really, oh, it's like Christmas Day. Like Christmas Day in the morning. That's funky. Oh, I really love this colour. I need to put this on because you're getting low. Now, of course, we did do a very special deal for our space beads in our early bird this morning with the silver and the gold. How about we now give you to top it all off, we're giving you the rose gold finish as well. This is wonderful, wonderful. Fabulous colours. Absolutely fabulous colours. Now, I was talking about colour yesterday, oh no, the day before yesterday, on our sister channel of Jebs, and I just printed off the colours. You know, we've been talking about the colours of spring. This is just the selection of all the oranges and yellows and those raisin colours that are coming through into 2014 spring selection. If I just hold this, if I just put my arms like that, look at all of those colours against all the colours that you're getting. Can you see that? They are matching perfect. The colours that you've got in this selection are matching all of the colours that sit within your selection, from your mustard, your tangerines, your oranges, from your pumpkins to your raisin colours. You've got it all mixed together into this Christmas sale deal. Yes, I've said the words Christmas sale, a combination that we bring to you here, where you've got your red agate working alongside in your wheels. You've also got your flat ovals, you've got your orange agate in your rectangles, then we're adding in your red copper wire 1mm gauge. It's 10 meters of your 1mm and 10 meters of your 0.6mm gauge wire. You're then going to get on top of that your beads as well, and these gorgeous rose gold finish beads would match perfectly for those of you who got the early bird this morning with the silver and the gold finish. Why not top it all off and get the rose gold to add to your collection? All of this in a guaranteed Christmas sale offer. The price you should be paying, almost £35. The price you're actually paying, £19.95 is all you pay. Less than £20. Rather stupendous opportunity you have here for under £20 to get the warmth and richness, those burning intensities of quality colour. You really have got that luxury finish. I love the way you've got that lustrous texture to the rectangles as well. See how you've really got that light reaction? And that's just a high polish finish. Really, really high lustrous quality. That's just the luxury of the finish that we've put to the jewellery that you're getting here. Fab look, real quality finish, and yours for the taking for £19.95. If you would like to join us on this deal, it is a Christmas deal that you're receiving here. Well over £30 you should be paying. You're actually getting a Christmas sale price of £19.95. I mean, the wire alone is going to give you that flavour of vibrancy to your jewellery making, and just add in those rose gold spaces. It's just another luxury edge to your jewellery. Everything about this has got that finesse, that flourish. The chili pepper reds that you're getting here mixed with the burnt oranges. It's all together a magnificent deal, and congratulations to you if you are successful on that deal. Straight on we move, and I'll just quickly pop these away so I know that I've tidied up, because I've got another big deal and I'm sticking with the Christmas sale. Ooh, yes, that means it's going to be another giveaway offer, another way to add to your order, add to your stash. And this time we've got, gosh, the box is just full. Ah!
Oh.
Not gone for just a little box of goodies there, Kim. No, Kim has loaded this box. Man alive! Man alive! This is good. This is really, I mean, we know that rose quartz is popular, but goodness me, it doesn't get much popular than this kind of a combination of shapes. You've got there your larger thick wheels, 14 by 10. You've got your puffy heart. These are extraordinary, 19mm in the puffy heart. Then you've got your faceted, elongated drops. Adding alongside that, you've also got your arrowheads. Those are 60 by 14. That in its own right is pretty. Hang on a minute. Ooh, there's more.
How could you leave anything in behind?
I know, but it was all crammed into the box, so it was right. There's more. Oh my life. What is all this about? This is definitely Christmas come early. This is like Santa's stocking and all of his gifts coming together in one deal. Santa would be very proud of himself if he was doing this kind of offer. How about this? You've got 2 lots of your anodized jump rings. They're the same size, so you're getting 200 of your 6.7mm internal diameter jump rings. I think I'm right in saying you only need 50 to get one simple chainmail bracelet to make. So if that's 2 bracelets that you could create just from the jump rings. Then on top of that, we're also giving you the satin cord, and you're getting 2 lots of your 10 meters of satin cord. So 2 lots there. That's 20 meters of your pink satin cord. This is quite fantastic. The carat weight alone on this combination of rose quartz, I mean, I should be talking about the shape of them more than anything, because the heart shapes, the wheels, the elongated faceted drops, the arrowheads, they are feature shapes. But actually, I also need to talk about the carat weight, because I feel the weight when I've got it on my hand. I'm feeling that weight, and it's big. We're talking 700, 1,300, 1,600, 1,700, 1,800. 1,800 carats of genuine gemstones. And all yours with your satin cord and your jump rings should be almost £40. And we're effectively giving this away. And Kim has said, Kim, my producer, who's done this price tag, she said, Vicky, you couldn't be any more literal in what you're saying. We would pay more, right? Okay, we would pay more as staff, which of course we get a discount, we get you know, something, a little bit of a treat to. I've worked here for 10 years, and so therefore I have a staff discount. Kim said I would have to pay more for this combination as a staff cost than you're getting at this Christmas sale deal.
Yeah. And you could charge that for one necklace, similar to the style I'm wearing.
Absolutely.
Which is just literally rose quartz space bead, rose quartz space bead. That's it.
And
a
you
little
could,
extended chain on it.
Especially with the hearts.
Yeah.
Especially with the drops, especially with the arrowheads. All of the shapes are so different.
Yeah.
Are so unique. I mean, actually, the elongated, faceted drops, those could be just pendants.
Oh,
I mean, those could be individual pendants. They wouldn't have to be, you know, multiple pieces in the neckline. Actually, one centre stone.
If you did, like, you know, Debbie's tassel necklaces.
Yeah.
Just with one of those, and maybe making some of part of the tassel with the jump rings, or you can make your own if you wanted to make a textile tassel with the silk cord, with satin cord. But you've just using one, and then just maybe if you've got some chain in your stash at home, that would make an amazing
because if we go back to the lengths of necklaces, you know that there was the picture of the rope necklace, and it was almost like midriff length, wasn't it? And it was like 3 or 4 of the chains, but it was multiple gemstones as well, and it created an amazing impact. And actually, you could achieve that with that said. That's it. You could do that, couldn't you?
You could so do that. And if you didn't want it to be, because of course rose quartz is a good substantial weight gemstone, if you didn't want it to be too heavy, you could then put little chainmail pieces in between, or you can make some gizmo pieces if you want to make those. If you've got any of the baby pink wire that we had, but you can then
mix
go and
together.
you can take it on a different journey by using antique bronze wire with it, or taking it and putting it with the really rich golds. You know, you can take these gemstones on so many different
pathways,
because it depends what you put with them finding wise.
And you're getting so many in the strands and the gemstones, and so you're getting so many on each strand. You know, so many of the wheels, so many of the hearts, so many of the drops, so many of the arrows.
And the hearts I would make into earrings.
Just drop earrings.
Just a single one of those onto an eye pin, and I normally put just above 2 silver spacer beads.
Nice.
Little round ones.
Which we did as the early bird.
And then I put those onto a pair of shepherd's hooks. They're £10 a pair.
Job done.
£10 a pair, and they fly. Honestly, I cannot keep enough heart-shaped gemstones. I always buy heart-shaped gemstones, especially when they're top to bottom drilled like that for earrings. Every time I make earrings with those, they're snapped up.
And rightly so, though, because they're classic earrings to be worn.
They are.
You know, they're not something that's going to challenge outside of people's comfort zones.
No.
There's quite a lot of people like myself. I don't sit outside of a comfort zone.
No.
I don't go and push my boundaries on jewellery. I keep very simple. And actually, this is the effectiveness of just using 2 gemstones, simple drop earrings, and job's done. I've got 15 left on this. I just will let you know. 15 quantity left. Congratulations, you all see the benefit of this, and you're all seeing the, 2 right. Better than staff cost. What's that about?
That's it.
Seems unfair. Now then, blue, blue, blue. Now, you know that Kim is on her Christmas sale blinkered event right now. You know that Kim is definitely, she's focusing. She's got the eye on the prize. The lady is there. What's the prize? Working with me, Kim. Booby prize, yes, exactly. Thank you very much. I said that before you did. You have here your glorious And I mean, genuinely glorious combination of gemstones. Again, a bit like with the rose quartz, it's an enviable combination that we've put together here of last of stock lapis lazuli strands. You've got here your corner drilled cubes, and they're big cubes, aren't they? Size are they? Let's have a look. 10mm. They're going to really add that lovely, almost like rolling dice effect against the neckline, like that real movement of edge and style. Then you've got the classic ovals, and these are your classic ovals that are 14 by 10. And then you've got your hearts. Now then, the hearts from the last one, we drilled through the cleft. Now we're actually going through the wings of the heart. So instead of us going through the center of the cleft, we're actually going through. So it's a different setting. So where Sarah said that she would use the hearts in the rose quartz as drop earrings because of the way they're drilled, with these, you could actually be just looking at easy wear and easy design, single solitaire rings.
I'd be tempted to put 3 of those as a centerpiece of a neckline piece, just in the center. 3 of those with some gold spacer beads or pyrite in between, on some gold wire, make some little swirls to hang the chain on and off around the neckline on chain. Just very, very simple. Just 3 of those, right in the center, job done. Very easy jewellery, because sometimes we overthink it.
Yeah.
And you end up thinking, oh, I'll put a swirl of chain here and I'll just swish of this there, and you lose the gemstone and you lose the elegance sometimes from the piece. So I always look at gemstones and think, how if I make a simple piece from it? And then I'll look and think, you know what, I could get away with just a little bit more.
Yeah. And I think the interesting thing is that when you're a jewellery maker working with synthetics, you probably want to enhance the synthetic. You want to enhance it because it's not what this is, which is Mother Nature at her masterpiece best. So really you don't need to do a lot with gems like this, because the job is already done for you by Mother Nature, by the speckle and the individuality of the pattern and the print of the pyrite sitting within the richness of the blues. So you have got that potential with a piece like this. 3 feature strands here, of course. It's not just 1 strand, but 3 feature strands, shapes and dynamics, and then matching alongside that you've got your satin cords as well. So 2 lots of your satin cord, 10 meters of each, 1 in the royal blue, 1 in the sky blue, and a price tag to be, hang on a minute, I've done it again. I've just looked at the graphics and I thought, hang on a minute, that says jump rings. I've missed them out. They keep on hiding because you're putting so much in the box. You keep on putting them in the box and they're hiding because there's so much fill in the box. This is a big deal again, because you're going to get your blue anodized aluminium jump rings as well. These are saw cut, so you've got that professional finish to get that real nice luxury continuous jump ring when they're brought together. And you've got the chance to get your 50 jump rings. Oh no, it's 100 again. 100 of your jump rings matched with 3 strands of lapis lazuli and also your satin cord. The price you should be paying on this is £26. The price you're getting in our Christmas sale is less than 15. So if we just break that down and say, okay, pay £5 for each of the strands, and then we'll give you the satin cord and the jump rings for free. That's the way I would. See, I'm always somebody who likes to break things down like that. I'm not somebody who just sees a price tag and then doesn't. I know that some people just see the price and see the value instantly, but I don't work. My brain doesn't work like that. So I have to start. I have to like break it down and go, so if I get that, then I'm getting that for free. Or if I buy that, then what's that price tag? I just like to be able to quantify it, I guess, in some ways. Break it down.
You do, because I mean, you know, it's really easy just to take a price on face value, but then when you do break it down, you do see the real value of things. So, I mean, it's always when you get a special offer at the supermarket, I always go and look and see what it was, you know, before. If it's not written there, I always want to see what it was before, because sometimes it could be they've only taken 5p off, and it's not much of a special offer then, is it? No,
exactly.
So again, by breaking it down to the original cost and seeing what you're gaining, if you like, for free as you like, it just really does emphasise the special offer you're getting.
Absolutely.
And just amazing prices. I just love Jewellery Maker. I've stopped buying from anywhere else now. A long time ago, because you spent so long looking round to see if you're getting a better deal. By the time you've done it, you've spent so much time doing it, and you know, you come back to the same place.
Yeah,
Okay,
and that's what
think...
that was our intention from the very beginning. Our intention was being the one-stop shop, and actually getting to the point where we had people who knew that yes, if you did your price comparisons, that you were getting a great deal, but actually you'd get to the point where you knew that you wouldn't need to price compare because you wouldn't go anywhere else. Not just for the pricing, but based on the quality of the product that we're bringing you as well. You know, we work alongside professionals like Sara. We have a design team, we have a production team, and we have a product team that are all based in jewellery making. These are people who know their trade, know the quality that you want to work with, and make sure they reflect that in the jewellery and the gemstones and the ingredients that we're offering you. So it's not just about value, it's value and quality that we want to achieve on deals like this one. £14.95 is all you pay. Congratulations. Straight on to... Well, we've done our pinks, we've done our reds, we've done our blues, and now we're going green. And you're going to be green with envy if you don't get this one. I've remembered the jump ring straight away this time. That's lovely. That's lovely. Well, I love my pearls anyway. I'm a classic girl when it comes to pearl jewellery. I love the fact that you've got that softness, that subtlety within these pearls. I mean, they are just so fresh. Here, you're looking at a diverse combination of size, but so very, very blending beauties of your dark green pearls in the 9x8, your mint green pearls in the side drilled baroque shape of 7x6, and finishing it off with your bright green pearls of your 6x5mm. Luxury is an understatement when it comes to this. And of course, the tocard shape that you can create. We've talked about multi-wrapping, you know, twisting your gemstones and creating. Oh, that's beautiful.
Such an elegant look, isn't it?
Isn't it? And for somebody like me to feel like I'm elegant, that's a miracle. Do you know what an absolute miracle.
Reminds me of the sort of 60s, you know, with the movie stars, you know, all you sort of have this sort of long neckline and
always,
yeah,
always, and they always seem to have a stature that just shoulders back, neckline as long as you like.
Yeah.
And they held themselves in a certain way.
I think jewellery, certain pieces of jewellery make you hold yourself in a different way. As soon as you put on that strand of pearls, you do that.
Like this.
Yeah. Maybe not walking around the supermarket, but you know, you do.
Yeah. Would you like the ketchup, darling? Or shall we get mayonnaise? You've got real luxury in this combination. 3 lots of pearls, genuine pearls. We're adding in alongside your pearls, your satin cord, and you're getting 2 lots of 10 meters. So actually 4 lots. 4 lots of 40 meters of your satin cord. And if that wasn't enough, we're also bringing you your anodized aluminium. That is 200 meters of your anodized aluminium. Absolutely magnificent. Now you should be paying over £30 on this. Should be paying over £30 on this deal. Kim's going to do better than half price on this Christmas sale. It's pearls at a half price offer. A big opportunity, £14.95. That's ludicrous. That's again breaking it down. £5 for each strand of pearls, and then the rest is for free. But forget that. I mean, that's absolutely insatiable an offer. And if you've got something like the zavorite garnet, what about that zavorite garnet alongside those colours? What about adding in... Oh, I got that little, you know, when you get those moments when you get that goosebumble. I got the right on my back. Oh, add in your zavorite garnet from that kit, and hey, presto, you've got yourself pure, unadulterated luxury. Absolutely glorious colours. It's fresh, it's exciting, and you've got it all half price. better than half price sale on this one. £14.95. You should be over 30. You've got it for under 15 and yours for the taking. Congratulations. Free phone number that you're dialing at the bottom of the screen. It's busy on those lines. Be patient with us. We'll process your call as fast as we possibly can. You can join us on the web if you prefer at JewelleryMaker.com. That's JewelleryMaker.com. Add as many times as you like on a single P&P. Of course, standard delivery £2.95. Your premium delivery is just an extra £2 for £4.95. It depends on how you want it, when you want it. I mean, one would presume that you're going to get these before 2014, and if that's the case, you're going to be wearing these on New Year's Eve at least, aren't you? New Year's Eve. Welcome in New Year's Eve with a little bit of class.
Very nice.
You have to have a glass of bubbly in your hands if you're wearing neckline pieces like this.
You almost need the
gloves,
elbow
yes.
gloves.
Yes, if you don't mind, that would be lovely. Okay, straight on to our fantastic presenter pick matrix box that I'm so proud of. It's last of stock now. We have an opportunity for you to get the very last of stock on our collection of our diamond cut frosted round brass beads in the silver gold, rose gold and black finish. You're getting 20 pots in total, 700 spacer beads for one price tag. And that price is just £21.95. Lots of detail to be had. Impact from actually what is essentially quite a small feature to your jewellery, but adding a big impact because it's that finishing touch that adds that final flair, that final designer inspiration to your jewellery design. And you've got that look. You've got a box of 20 for just £21.95. Of course, you get the storage box and all the little pots as part of the deal. So great, once you've used the spacer beads up, still the chance to store and look after everything that you've got. Now I just must remind you that we had probably one of the most ridiculous collector's deals I've ever done. Zavorite garnet in a kit today. We set it as a challenge for the lovely Sara, and as you can see, she's achieved wonders and really maximising on the beauty that is Zavorite garnet.
Yeah, and as I say, I went really gem heavy with it. I just put it all into one piece. But I've made it so you can wear that bottom part as a bracelet, or you can then take it and put it onto the neckline piece like that, and you can choose where on the neckline you want it to be. I've put it on the bottom there, but because it's on wire you can mould it.
And you could twist it, and you can have it as asymmetric.
Yeah.
You've got something wonderful there in every single aspect. I will just show you there the colours that of the braiding as well, for those of you who were looking at the technique that we showed you on the braiding DVD. Of course, the braiding DVD launched on Monday, last of stock today, very limited stock left. We literally have just got a handful left. So if you want the braiding DVD and you want to know that step-by-step instruction, £4.95 for the DVD, you can still add that to your order. You've got a combination in this kit for just £24.95. Zavorite garnet, citrine, and I would call it lemon and lime quartz, with then of course all of those gorgeous citrus colours matching alongside, plus your sterling silver finding. Of course, Zavorite garnet has to be sterling silver findings at £24.95. It is an availability that is only exclusive to this deal on Zavorite garnet. No other time to get this strand other than in this kit. It's the time to purchase. I know that you're going to have a great day. I've got a fantastic Miss It Miss Out show from 5 o'clock this evening. Fast and furious offers coming your way with myself. But we've got the gorgeous Rebecca about to take you through some amazing inspiration. It's guest designer show, and of course this is the time when we sit back with Natalia as well and be inspired by wondrous jewellery making. And it's great to have your company. Sara, wonderful, wonderful Christmas to you. I won't see you, so I wish you all the best on your family and all to you as well. I'll see you at 5 o'clock this evening. You take care of yourself. Bye-bye.
Life gives